are we live? Ah, we are. Okay. I'm not sure how I feel about this new page layout, you know. Oh, no, that's fine. Whoa, my hair is on point right now. Might need a haircut here. Um, Alright. Good shit. What's up, everybody? What's up, YouTube? Yeah, so I was gonna play I was gonna play NGB tonight. I was gonna do a little arcade stick run for fun. But the Xbox was like, nah, we don't like your stick anymore, and we're not gonna let it work, and we don't like the controller either. So yeah, the Xbox One continues to be a giant pile of shit. Just yeah, I think that I genuinely think that thing is going in the cupboard when I move back. I really do. It has been nothing but trouble, honestly. Like, the only redeeming thing of it is Halo 5, and I don't play that anymore, so. Right. That is the bot. All good. Stream is live. Oh. Okay, would you look at this? Hang on. Boom. Both jugs are there. Alright, let's play some RE4. It might take me a few minutes to actually find the save I need for this. Because what I'm going to do... Please don't crash on me. I'm going to play through... This game doesn't really have, like, you know... like a traditional New Game Plus, so to speak. I'm just trying to... I've not streamed on PC in a bit, so my setup's a bit different. Yeah, this game doesn't really have like a proper New Game Plus mode. So what I'm fond of doing is you basically clear the game, you know, with like a no item case or health upgrade run, and then you essentially have New Game Plus. Okay, so it's not this save. What's up, Niall? Yeah, I was really looking forward to playing some NG tonight on stick. I was going to play very hard on stick, but yeah, Xbox was just like, nope, no, not going to let you do that.
Things on sale, stranger. What are you buying?
There we are. Okay, so I need to get pretty creative here and waste a lot of money. That's free, Joe. That's not going to help that situation, is it?
What are you selling?
I'm going to keep my ammo. I think I'm going to have to... I'm not sure what's going on with the lighting right now. I think it's because it's like a little bit darker out. Like, it's sort of sun is setting, so we'll do a bit of this. Ah, there we are. That's better. I wear blue a lot, don't I? Alright. Well, blue's my favourite colour, so. Is it? Alright, 1 second. Let me tab out here. It was fine. It's fine when I tested. Although, PC does... that's fine on my end now. Do you mean the game audio or the mic? Like, is the game audio too low? But yeah, that sounds okay on my end.
What
so.
are you selling?
Sounded good for me just now. Hang on a minute. Hang on. I could have checked before I started. What's up, VH? What's up, Jesident? I know I've got a save where I can do this. I'm quite liking that new page layout, you know. Like, I'm gonna have to, like, set that up properly. Ooh. Okay, it's definitely not this save. I did actually write all these down. But where's the fun in that? We're gonna go through them one by one.
What are you selling?
Ah, here we are.
What are you
Is this...
buying?
That's with the biggest case, though, isn't it? That could be fun. Ah, fuck it, we'll do that. Yeah, so, I even came prepared, man. I even got controller cam back. Like, I found a way to get it working and, like, set up and working for the stick. And it just... Yeah, Xbox was just like, no. No. No rules. No, I might game hop a bit tonight, too. I just wanted to chill. Because I need to head out later on. I need to go and get a few bits and bobs. So I thought I'd start early. Excuse me. I don't think so, buddy. Xbox evil. Bloody is, man. I'm telling you, I never... Like, here's the thing. Even now, I wouldn't say I hate the Xbox One. You know, hate is a strong word. And it's a mean word. But that console does makes it... I don't hate it, but the console does make it hard to like it sometimes. Because for no reason, like, my stick just doesn't work properly on it now. And I was like... I think, why? Like, it works on PC. Works on PS4. It'd probably even work on 360 if I plugged it into the 360. And it'd probably work on the PS3 as well. The Xbox One? It's like, no. Just, no. Like, no fun for you. It would be weird having, like, tons of space here. Oops, that was close. What's up, Dino? It's funny, Gabe texted me earlier. I'm not sure, like, who said it, but he said something about the PS5 and wanting to kind of have a brief idea of the first year of the games and that. And someone said that, like, Gabe didn't say that. And I thought that's pretty... It's actually quite reasonable, because you think of the new consoles, they're due out this year, and yet you think of... Okay. Think of the games that have come out over the past couple of years. Like, there's still so much you can catch up on. And there's not going to be that big of a leap right off the bat, so I can kind of see where they're coming from with that. I'm a sucker, though. Like, I have to play Horizon 2, so I'm getting a PS5. Yeah, they do. It's funny, I got an email, to be fair, like, I did get a notification that my that my emote had gone live. And it said in the email, like, bear in mind it might pop up as text for a couple of hours, like, until it registers. And speaking of emotes, in true JTB fashion, in that, like, I'm destined to, like, never have emotes. Yeah, I don't know if my emotes will actually happen now, which is a bit annoying. So yeah, it's as I said, this is what I like. The main solution is to just learn how to do it myself. But I'm so not artistic, you know, and I just, that'd be a lot of work for someone like me. But I think it might genuinely be the way forward. The person that's doing them, she just might not have, like, what she needs right now to do them. And I won't get into too much information, but I don't want to, like, you know, I don't want to be a pain. So I thought, nah, like, you know, like, do the ones you can do. Like, don't worry about mine. It's fine. Ooh, handgun ammo. Sexy. Oh, and also, what I'm going to do at the end of the stream, just for a bit of fun, I made the fatal mistake of actually mixing this up. You know that thing everyone does where you have a Rubik's Cube and you never ever mess it up because, you know, you don't know how to actually solve one. So I thought I might tackle this later and, like, have a look how to actually solve it. Joe getting the no thanks bro from Xbox and Commission. Oh, I like that fire one. But yeah, there's so many emotes that I want. And you know, like, to someone who, like, really knows how to do it, like, I bet it's, like, just the easiest thing in the world to do, like, the ones I want. Is that gonna hit the Salvador? Yes. I'm a bit skeptical though. You know, I didn't play this for very long on the stick. But I tell you, man, like, playing on pad feels weird. Like, playing on pad feels so strange right now. Thank you. Oh, you know how to solve a 4x4. Damn. Oh, okay. If you're still around at the end of the stream, Night Owl, you can give me some tips. I was going to look up what the... It came with, like, a quick guide on, like, some key moves. But the guide is kind of... The guide's kind of shit, actually. Let's blow up this guide, look. So, as you can see, it's really, really big and easy to read. Like, you know, they spared no expense on this. Not like you need a microscope or anything to actually read it. But yeah, you can see, like, here, tells you how to start off. Oh no, sorry, that's the end. So here, it tells you how to start off. But then it sort of, like, jumps to the very end. It's like, oh, here's how you solve it. And it's like, you've told me one thing. I don't really see how that works. Oh, do you? Oh, cool, yeah. So my brother is a bit of a Rubik's Cube fiend. I'm not sure, like, when this happened, but he, like, his Rubik's Cube collection is like my decks of cards. Like, he's got tons, and he can't, like, when he sees it, like, mixed up, like, he has to solve it. Can you get out of the way of my door, you fuckers? Yeah, I had a 4x4 one at home, and he accidentally broke it, so he got me that one to replace it, and I thought, this gives me a perfect excuse to actually learn how to solve these. But yeah, the manual doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. You need, you know what? That's a good one actually. We spared no expense. Right, let's go. Let's do this. So I was chipping away at some more, like, kind of video stuff for the new channel today. Which would be cool. It'd be cool to get a start on that. I'm probably going to do a video either this weekend, probably this weekend, because Saints Row's next weekend. And I'll put the first video on my channel, just to kind of, because I have, like, more eyes on that channel. Where's my Salvador? What the... I can hear him. Where is he? Oh, so, you're just not man enough to go one-on-one with the Great One. I mean, you know, I get it, you know. Leon's hair is too much for even the mightiest of foes. I almost dogged that. Ooh, this is greedy, but it just might work. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, man. That cost me 10 grand. Why? I have never seen the Salvador, like, not bust through the door. Ever. That's never happened. In all my years of playing this game, that has never happened. I've never seen that. Or third channel. Yeah, I guess it is. I mean, it will be eventually, yeah. Well, I mean, the stream channel, kind of. The stream archive channel is kind of the second one. What's your favorite Resident Evil one-liner? Oh, man, is it a cop-out to say Jill Sandwich? I mean, it's just such a good line, you know? Like, you're almost a Jill Sandwich. It's just, you know, and everyone loves a good Jill sandwich, you know what I mean? So. Are you going to be playing that? Oh, what's up, Mike? Sorry, I missed you. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. I've got the day booked off for that, man. I got the day booked off for that game. I cannot fucking wait to play that. I've wanted to replay Saints Row 3, God, for what seems like about 5 years. But my PC version just does not work anymore. And I think I have it on 360. I could be wrong, but I think I might have it on 360. But the gulf in performance between those versions is just, you know, it's significant, shall we say. Like, the PC version is the one you want to play. So. How would you compare the shotguns in this game to RET Remake shotgun? You know, I did my highlights this week. 3 of them are the shotgun being absolute trash in that game. One of them, right, and I'm glad I checked the tape. I'm not kidding, man. right? Let's have some visual demonstration here. So, look at where the red dot is, right? This is where like I'm aiming in the remake on the clip. It's where I was in the hallway where the flashbang and the valve handle is. The bullet literally goes here on the like it's insane. Like I don't get it, man. And like it being in like the nostrils of zombies and it doesn't blow their head off. I don't understand, man. I don't understand. Wesker's got some pretty good one-liners, though, actually, now that I think about it. Chief among them, obviously, is Alexia, and then just gets bitch-slapped, which is why that's so funny, to be honest. And why they should remake Code Veronica. Yeah, it's really weird, Justin. It's there's some wonky stuff in the remake. Like, I do like it, but man, there's some really weird shit in that game that just it is annoying. You know, it's kind of a black mark on it. I hope so. Because the PC version of Saints Row 3 was just, I mean, it was the version to get. It ran like it just was buttery smooth. I hope the new version isn't just a paint job. I hope they, you know, the 360 version of Saints Row was, oh god, it was a bit rough from what I remember. Like it really did not run very smoothly. I'm surprised that guy's not dead. You know, I never actually finished off Saints Row 4. I just thought that. I wasn't a big fan of Saints Row 4. They, like, made it a bit weird, I think. Oh, yeah, and I heard, yeah, I guess I was just lucky. Like, it ran absolutely perfect for me on PC. It was a fucking dream. Going from the 360 to PC version was like night and day. It was like that for a lot of games back then. Like, if you got lucky in the PC lottery, you know, if the multi-platform stuff just happened to work really well on your machine, cool. It was, yeah, it was such a huge improvement at the time. At least this game still works on PC. I really do wish they'd put out the old Resident Evils, though, on PC, like, officially. Don't have armor. Good lad. It'd be really cool to have, like, just... Even if they just did RE 1 through 3, I'd prefer them to do them all, though. If they could do, like, Code VX and Survivors and that. Just do, like, a huge Resident Evil package. Because thinking about it, the Wii games, like, they'd work fine on PC. Like, you know, you have a mouse, so... you know, I haven't used the default handgun as, like, my mainstay handgun in a long time. I feel like I should use it on this playthrough. Because I can get the exclusive, like, mega early on this run. What medallions am I forgetting? I've done... Did I do that one? Yeah. Did I do this one? Oh my god, I didn't do this one. Did do the first one. That's funny. Right, just these two now. Oh, what's up, Digital T? Did GB get a new update? No, just my Xbox just did not want to let me use my stick on it, which was really irritating. Whoops. Yes, I totally used the mouse for that one. I'm a filthy cheater. You know, I'd be interested to see, like, glitchless runs of that. But yeah, I was going to play on stick. Had controller cam, like, working. But it was like, nope, No. These buttons just aren't going to work. Start and select, like, weren't working on it. So, like, you know, that kind of fucked that plan up. We'll leave that case as is for now. Is it X and C? And left and right click? There we go. Filthy cheater. Then again, like, no. I take that back. That's not at all cheating. Like, if it was on a specific run, I guess it would be cheating. But, like, I'm just chilling. So I can use the mouse and keyboard if I need to. It's totally fine. Right, now what are you doing this time? Alright, you're going over there. Just trod on a spider. My bad. I don't think you'd really want to tread on a spider that big, though, would you? Like, you would get, like, a bit of a squelch. You know? Ah. Might be different if you with mouse and keyboard on PS4. How well does that work? Because, on PS3, I don't think you could use it for games. But you could just plug in a keyboard on PS3, like, and it worked. Like, man, the PS3 was so underrated in that regard. You had all these, like, aftermarket fucking headsets for the 360 and that, because the 360's headset was a piece of shit. From day one, I just used to plug in a USB headset to my PS3, you know? Like, I never... Or you could just use a Bluetooth headset, you know? I'm not sure I'm a controller player. Shoutouts to controller plebs. I'm one of them too. That's more like it. So how long did that take? There we go. If you're not spending at least 20 minutes on the first chapter, you're just not playing this game right. Let's be serious here. Just thinking, if they remake this, like, what would they do? I really hope they don't, you know? Bluetooth keyboards worked on PS2 as well. Did they? I did not know that. Wait, so the PS2 had Bluetooth? What am I drinking? I'm drinking tea. Obviously. My favorite mug. My other mug has not been getting a lot of screen time lately. Nothing yet. How much does it cost to fully upgrade this? I've just got some basic English breakfast tea. Oh, meant PS3. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, just got some basic tea.
What are you selling?
Right. Let's sell all our crap. Yeah, you know what? Let's just get the pistol. Like... How dare you deny me my sale? I've made you a millionaire over the years, you bastard. Right. If that was the Red 9, you'd so be dead. Excuse me. Thank you. Murderer. Hey, man. He's an arms dealer. Not like he's living on the right side of the law. You know? The merchant is not an honorable man. Like, let's be real here, you know? He's a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hello there. Thank you. Okay, I want to get my money. No, we'll go this way. Oh, I should have bought the rifle. Whoops. Probably shouldn't have shot the merchant in the face. You know. I mean, he had it coming. Like, all my years of loyal custom. And, like, nothing in the way of, you know, a loyalty bonus or discount card. I mean, come on. Shop at Tesco once, you can get a club card. Just saying. I do love it when they kick OTGs and then it kicks their head off. It's just funny. Right, go away. I suppose for, like, OP-ness, I should have upgraded the shotgun, but never mind. We'll sort that case out in a minute, too. That case is a disgrace. I was half expecting that to be, like, the one time I get a headshot. Well, in this bomb guy was supposed to be doing something, you know? Don't grab me. Thanks. Oh, if I had the Punisher, I could actually get that shot. I was gonna say, that guy should be dead. Kind of regret not getting RE2 Remake on PC now. Just thinking, it's just gonna be one of those games that, for no real reason, I end up with 2 copies of. And there's too many of those, man. I was going through my games the other day, actually, when I was back home, and God, there was a really random game that I had 2 copies of, and I thought, why have I got 2 copies of this? God, what game was it? It's a PS1 game. Was it Bloody Raw? It was a fighting game. And I thought, how have I ended up with 2 copies of this? Like, you know, in the era of the PS1, that's not when I was buying multiple copies of games, you know? It was not that Hollywood. Like the last guy. No, it is not. Motherfuckers. Okay. That was not a headshot. How? Where? What are you doing? Okay. That's the last guy. Yeah, I do like that new Twitch layout. I'm gonna have to mess with that a little bit, because you can actually put a schedule like on your page now, which is really cool. That's something that I think they probably should have had for a while. Having to burn like a panel for a schedule is a bit annoying. I didn't forget anything in here, did I? No. Just seeing the game out the corner of my eye is really throwing me off. I keep thinking my stream's live, but it's not. Oh, so I got one more level on Manhunt to 4-star. Oh, speaking of Manhunt, so I was checking my data today, and fortunately I don't have to do it again, but I lost I must have lost my actual hardcore data because I was trying to use some of the cheats just to have a bit of fun, and they weren't working. And I was thinking, like, why aren't these cheats working? Like, I've definitely 5-starred all of hardcore mode. Like, I have the trophy for it, and I remember doing it. So I checked my saves, and for whatever reason, like, I guess my most recent data, like, wasn't backed up on PSN. You bastard. So yeah, like, lost all that data. And, I do like that game, but there's no way I'm redoing all of that. Like, that's a tall order, that is. It would take a lot of time right now. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. Some wise hombres here, eh? I totally should have upgraded the shotgun. That buttery smooth frame rate. Right. So yeah. After all these years, that is still very satisfying to do, just kicking him into the water. You know, I've never actually taken note to check, but this game does not have rankings, does it? Like every other Resident Evil. I can't remember. How do you think RE4 Remake would look like? I think they'll go pretty dark with it. I really do. I think they'll do what they did with the RE2 Remake. I think they'll, like, all this stuff here, like, I think pretty much all of this game will be set at nighttime. I think they'll really lean on the horror element, which I'm all for, honestly. What I don't know, like, if they do something like a little bit different, I think that's fine. If they just do like a Halo approach and just make it look prettier, then I don't know. I feel like that's a bit whatever. I don't think they will, though. I've not got a lot of confidence in them regarding that remake. I gotta be real. This is a big game. When you think of the extra modes, just the length of this game's campaign, you got Mercenaries, Assignment Ada, Separate Ways, how all the unlockables fit in. You know for a fact, like, you know, costumes, the hand cannon probably, like, you know, I doubt they're going to keep, like, the old school, just play the game and get good approach to unlocking those weapons. There'll probably be some bullshit you have to do. I don't know. I just don't have, after RE2 and 3, and again, don't get me wrong, like, RE2 is not terrible, but I feel like there was some missteps in it. Definitely some corners cut, you know? Man, look at that firing speed. Like, you can't cut corners on this game. Like, this... If you're gonna remake this game, you need to remake this game and, you know, do it justice, you know? They would just release the last year HD version with VR support. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Yeah, it's like that. The one game I still really want to try in VR is Beat Saber. It just looks like so much fun. like iToy, but good. If anybody remembers iToy from the PS2. Then again, I say that. I had some very, very fun evenings with iToy. With, you just, because again, that was just offline multiplayer, you know, it was just, had some fun times with that. You could do some pretty silly things with that if you got a little bit creative. Are you not dead? No, you're not. You are now. 40 grand. You're worth practicing that grenade trick on what's his face, wasn't it, really? Totally gonna be a cheap ass here. Get out of my house. Oh, speaking of which, has anyone tried that that RE1 remake? Like where they've like some guys remade RE1 in the RE4 engine? I keep meaning to have a look at that because I really want to try that before it gets like taken down or whatever. I do want to have a go at that. Excuse me. See, are they going to preserve little tricks like that? Oh, is that 2 shotgun ammo pickups? Damn. Ah, I'll let you live. I'll show mercy. Or I could get the TMP. Nah, let's keep it simple. Let's just default pistol. Default pistol. We'll do default pistol, shotty, mine thrower, obviously, because it's awesome. Just might be the best gun in the game in terms of fun. Now there's a question. Overall, what is the best gun in the game? I gotta admit, my first thought was the Red 9.
Got a selection of
Because it can just, like the Gleaming Blade, it can just do everything.
What are you, boy? Thank you. Thank you.
Right, so now it's just capacity left on that.
What are you selling? Thank you.
What have I got here?
What are you, boy?
57. That's a pretty cheap exclusive, really. This is going to burn through ammo now, though. Oh, I don't know if anybody remembers it from, I think it was Saturday. I was playing RE2 Remake, and my pistol just did not fire against Ivy's. I went back and checked that today. I totally had ammo in the gun, and I was mashing fire, and just nothing happened. I do not get how that happens. It's very unusual. Because I thought, now I'll give the game the benefit of the doubt. Like, I was probably out of bullets or something. Piss off. When's my next weapon? I'm trying to think when I'm gonna get the rifles relatively soon. I'll get the Punisher just to sell it. That's some easy money. That was close. Okay. It could just be me, but it seems like the handling is worse now this is upgraded. That seemed very, like, floaty, that did. I think that was one extra, wasn't it? Yeah, I think you can do that in one less move. It's that green thing that keeps... What is that green... Why does Xbox keep popping up there? I don't follow them, so... That's weird. Footsies, bro. Wow, they didn't give me any money. Oh no. One of them did. Might just be the aiming is a lot faster now that I'm not playing on stick. Weird how comfortable this game felt on stick, to be honest. I like in the uptimer that the Twitch have added. That's nice. Wait, can you follow your own channel? I thought that was... that you didn't used to be there. It's like, hey, you're live. I think, yeah, I know. It'd be easier for them to just give you like one big pot there instead, like. Double Argo time. How many hand grenades have I got? I've got enough. I'll have enough to hand grenade what's his face, provided I don't fuck it up. Did you see that standalone mod called RE4 3.5 Madman? No, I didn't. What's that about? What does that do? So the rifle here would be really good actually. You just snipe everybody. Excuse me. What am I doing? Just noticed actually, like, Leon's movement speed in the water isn't... I don't think that's actually slowed at all. There is no way you'd be able to run like that in, like, hip-deep water. Very, very good exercise, that is. The swimming pool at the gym in my hometown, it's not like a deep swimming pool. It's clearly meant just for, you know, sort of cardio purposes, I guess. And walking up and down it, it comes up to about, like, I'd say just below, like, hip level on me, like, just below thighs. And just walking through it is, like, up and down, like, twice is surprisingly difficult. Just because of, like, the amount of water resistance you get. But Leon's just like, nah, superhuman. It even got took down by Capcom multiple times. Oh man, it's a shame that that happens, because as much as people probably are like, man, Evil Company, you know, I'd be willing to bet like the the everyman at Capcom and like game companies that see that stuff probably think it's super cool and like don't want to do anything, but like, you know, they don't have the final say in that. I know there was something not long ago actually. Iron Maiden caught flack for like I think there was a game called Iron Maiden or something or something similar on Steam, and like someone who had like something to do with Iron Maiden like filed a suit to sue them, and people, you know, obviously reacted with, you know, logical reasoning, and we're like, man, fuck Iron Maiden, how can they do this, blah blah blah, and then like they came out and said, yeah, this is not us, like we don't give a shit, like we're telling them to like bury this essentially. So yeah, like game stuff like that, it's a real shame. Like that Resident Evil, that RE remake mod, like for RE4, like that'll probably get taken down as well. And you think, why? Like it's like it's not hurting anybody. And if anything, it might get people to buy the remake and RE4. Like you could like really feasibly like convert. Wow, incendiary grenade. You could get sales from something like that. You know, it's not too much of a leap to assume that. There's shotgun ammo in here. Yeah. God, I love that hitbox. I knew that was going to be a headshot. That's why I didn't even go for a kick. I just felt it in my bones. There's a lot of enemies there, isn't there? I think is that what, 4 sets of 5? I think you actually get a lot of enemies to kill there. Okay, so merchant. I might be able to afford the rifle now. Because I've got another treasure coming up here that's like 10 grand. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Del Lago. I can start selling off red, green, and yellow heals soon. Don't need those. Like, having this case really does show you, like, just, like, you know, if you're careful and, like, collect everything, like, just how much shit they give you at the start of the game. It's kind of crazy. Like, on a no merchant run, like, you'll always run out of space, like, early on. That reminds me, I just thought of a new, I don't think it's a new run. I think I've mentioned it before, but doing a no merchant run, but not allowing knife or grenades on it. Or melee. So it'd be pistol, shotgun, magnum only. I think that could get pretty tricky, ammo-wise. I'm not going to get 3 here. That might hit me. Oh god, that was close. That really looked like that should have hit me, to be honest, but I'm not complaining. Got him! Finally! Finally landed that. Like, after how many attempts at landing it? Okay, that was too long. So I guess, do you have to, like, angle yourself to the left so that... Oh, whoops. So that, like, he spins you back around? Is that 7, I think? Iron Fury. Oh, that's it, yeah. That rings a D-pad. Not that the Xbox One version looks bad, but holy crap, this looks good on PC. Like, you know. Yeah, what was it called before? Can anybody remember? Was it just Iron Maiden? I can't remember, but I know someone had a problem with it. There was God, what was there? There was it Iron Brigade on 360? That was no, Trenched. That was it. Yeah, Trenched, but it was renamed Iron Brigade. Oh, why was that? People didn't like the word Trenched for some reason. I want to say it might have had something to do with, like, you know, First World War, but I feel like that's too much of a leap. But, you know, this is the internet we're talking about, and people are stupid, so nothing is too much of a leap. Why can't you combine eggs and make, like, an egg mix to get more health? That makes perfect sense. You can combine 2 herbs and get more health. Oh, Iron Maiden, that's it. Yeah, I remember now, yeah. I remember. I'll double check. Oh, what's up, demons? I'll double check Saints Row actually after this. So I was just gonna pre-order it on PSN, but I don't know. I might just order the disc. Be nice to have that game on disc. Right. What's the money situation?
Got a selection of
Oh, what's up, Jesnum? Just killed Del Largo. I landed my first ever, like, mid-immersion harpoon on Del Largo. Confirmed professional. Professional RE4 player. Yeah, how much is the rifle? Cheap as chips. I love that. 57 grand for the exclusive. I never actually played Manhunt 2 all that much. I have it on PS2. I played, like, first couple of levels and just never, like, carried on with it. It is a game I did, like, eventually want to finish. It really didn't have the appeal of the first game, though. Like, it didn't feel like it controlled as well. The mechanics were quite different, you know. You improve. No, he still sucks. But, you know, that was nice. One step closer to like, you know, getting a fast Del Largo here. Alright, let's organize this travesty that is this item case. This will not do. He does not suck. Right, should we have the yeah, we'll have the shotgun there, that makes sense. And then... God, look at all these grenades. Like, holy crap. This controller has such a better D-pad than the actual Xbox One controller. It's not even funny. I'll leave that for now because I'm going to be using quite a few nades here. So, oh, he's definitely getting cut in the remake. Let's be serious here. There's no way he's making it in there. No way. I'll be very, very surprised if he's in the remake. Even though, like, I'm not a big fan of the fight, I hope they don't cut him. Oh, this is that whoops. This is the Power A controller for Xbox One and PC. Yeah, the D-pad is just, God, it's so much better than the official one. I don't want that. Oh, I haven't got the exclusive yet, do I? That's a waste of bullets. Like that. Well, it should be surprised if it still makes it into the remake. Assignment Ada and Separate Ways. I feel like Mercenaries has a better shot of making it in because it is such a huge piece of content. I think if they cut Mercenaries, like, they cut Mercenaries in RE3, but let's be real here. It wasn't that big of a deal in RE3. Like, it was a cool mode, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Like, it, if you think about it, it used, like, original, like, areas from the game. What's up, Sarah Fandy? And, you know, it lasted, like, what, 10 minutes on each playthrough, if that? Whereas Mercenaries in this, like, has 3 unique levels, 1 unique enemy, unique player characters, unique mechanics for those player characters. I don't know, I feel like if they cut Mercenaries, that might push people a bit too far. They'll be like, nah, fuck that. Like, you can't not include Mercenaries in an RE4 remake. Imagine if they did, like, NGBHD. They never will, but imagine if they did do an NGBHD release and they cut mission mode. Like, I think that's kind of... That would be, like, how big of a deficit not having Mercenaries would be. Like, you can't get rid of a piece of content that big. And call it a remake. You know, it's like, okay, you remade it, so you cut out, like, this huge chunk of game. Like, just Mercenaries at the moment, Sarah. So, Jesden just mentioned about Del Largo and in the remake, and I'd be very surprised if the Del Largo fight is in the remake. And we're just talking about what other things we might think get cut, and I think the 2 Ada side missions will get cut. This is just a huge game. Like, this is a big game, you know, to remake. So I feel like wherever they can trim the fat, I think they will. And they cut a lot from RE3, and RE3 wasn't a big game to begin with. So, you know, it does make me a bit wary about this one. You know, Robot Salazar and Minecart are probably getting out. I don't know. Maybe the Minecart. Robot Salazar is just kind of a quick time event. But yeah, I can still see it though, yeah. That seems to be a pretty common opinion on that, Sarah. And it seems to be the case. Like, RE3... The demo put me off RE3. It's funny, if I hadn't played that demo, I probably would have just bought it day one. But I played the demo and thought, ooh, okay, like, ooh, you know... My spidey sense is tingling, and I don't think this is going to be worth full purchase. Lo and behold, when it came out, it wasn't. It's actually worth their salt when it comes to breathing life into a new game. They would revise Assignment Ada and Separate Ways to be full of new content. That's, yeah, I'd agree with that. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool. And give Lewis his own little side mission too. Oh yeah, good point, Jason. Yeah, they'll probably get rid of that too. Yeah. I know, it's... Man, you know, when you list it like that, yeah, no gas station, no clock tower, no park, no graveyard. Like, that's like half the fucking game. Like, it's half the game, Merchant. God, man. I mean, what are they thinking? You know? Yeah, God, when you put it like that, Jesus. And the clock tower is a pretty big chunk of that game, too, in RE3. And it's one of the... I think the clock tower is one of the best parts of RE3. If not the best, actually. The clock tower might be the best part about that game. Alright, can we get the nade strap? Oh, no, I'm stuck. Ah, damn it. You absolute knob. Like, that actually looked like a pretty good angle, but I got stuck on his bloody foot. So you want to try and lob it behind him. There we go. Got him! Boom. Nice. Nice. That's so sick. That is such a cool strategy. Like, I don't know who found that, but that is so boss. Like, just, yeah, look at you now. I haven't even played that multiplayer game, Sarah. I know, what is it? Like, that Resident Evil Resistance? Is it like Left 4 Dead style? Like, do people play as the zombies, or... look at his eyes. Hmm? Huh. Oh, yeah. I never noticed that. Yeah, a lot of shit is missing in the remake. That's why, like, and I haven't played it, so I can't, I'm not going to say it sucks, but, the breadth of that game is why, like, that's relegated now to sort of, like, a $5. Like, I'll wait till that game's, like, heavily discounted, and then I'll give it a go. Because even though they did kind of, they kind of fudged the second scenarios in RE2, they're at least there, you know, like, they didn't cut them from the game. So, I don't like Nemesis's look in that game, but I don't know, like, I don't really like the visual design of a lot of the stuff in that game. Like, I don't think Jill does not look like Jill. It's not Jill. Let's be serious here. Like, Carlos, like, all the Umbrella people, like, basically just look the same, and they have different heads on them. You know, Nemesis with his bin liners and post-it note costume is like, what the fuck is this? Serious, like, he had this badass trench coat. And they're like, hey, you know what's cooler than that? Bin liners. And post-its. Okay. Like, just... It's so weird, man. Yeah, I was really surprised to see that as well. So, like, he's so fucking free. I think hardcore's the biggest you can... the highest difficulty, sorry. I think hardcore's the highest difficulty you can select from the start of the game. And one nade downs him. Like, one grenade kills him. Well, not kills him, but you know what I mean. It ends the fight, you know. Oh, his eyes actually closed. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll have to have a look at that later. Yeah, that grenade strat is, that's pretty sexy, though. I do like that. I think the mistake I was making when I first was trying it, was you actually have to throw the grenades behind him, because then you need him to, like, go forward, so when the grenade rebounds, it hits his parasite. The hitbox seems quite generous on it, but if you don't get him to move forward, like, you're not going to get him. Yeah, the city's super short as well. I've seen... Yeah, all it makes me want to do, honestly, is just replay RE3. You know? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too attached to old Jill. But I feel like they made Jill look super generic in RE3. And I still think that if you didn't tell people that was supposed to be Jill, nobody would guess that's meant to be Jill from RE3. Nobody. Like, absolutely nobody would guess that. And no one can prove that either way. But I genuinely don't think anybody would pick her out as Jill, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far, Jason. RE2 remake's good, but I wouldn't say it's amazing. Again, the second scenario is like, they're in there, but only just. You know? It is good, though. It's really good. Just amazing. I don't know about that. And what's up with the fucking shotgun, man? Like, what's up with the shotgun in that game? I know you consider costume mods weird, but look up how she looks in Tifa Lockhart's outfit. I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is? I don't know, I just feel like the character models and that in games these days, like, they just all look the same. I don't know, I feel like we're getting to a point where, like, like Claire and Jill, if you looked at them like without their head, without their face, I bet they look almost identical, you know?
Got a selection.
Yeah, I admit, Sarah, that was my initial reaction too. I was like, yeah, they're probably gonna fuck that
What
up.
are you buying?
But I think the RE3 remake is just, it's kind of shook the ground for a few people. The general consensus is like the RE2 remake is significantly better, and from what I've seen, like I would agree with that. Even though I haven't played 3, just like RE2 looks like it had a bit more care put into it. So the fact that they're doing this, you think, oof, you know, well, you know, if you cut like the island and the underground segment, then we have a problem, you know. They might do that, although I think RE8's been in development a while, hasn't it? Like, I think RE8 is that's Capcom's, like, bread and butter team. Ah, you're fine, actually. Oh, shit. Okay, you're not fine now. That was bad. Yeah, it really is as well. That I think you hit the nail on the head there, Justin. Like, this is a huge game. I'd be very, hey, there's that exclusive. Who knows, you know, they might prove us all wrong. Like, but I'd be surprised if they did, you know. Yeah, that was annoying. I think the most likely segment that will get cut is the underground segment. Like the minecart bit. I could see that definitely going. I don't know if they'd cut the... Like, what part of the village? I'm thinking, like, maybe this bit? And just put you at the castle, maybe? I don't know, though. That's a huge part of the game. And if they put in the village to begin with... I mean, all you're really doing here is coming back through the village at a different time, you know? The island is probably going to be cut the most, which hurts my heart. I don't know, man. Like, how do they cut the island? Like, if you think about it, the way that kind of fits into the game, how do they like get you? How do they get you to the end of the game without the island? Like, that is the end of the game. Like, I don't know. They might cut out bits of it, I guess, but I don't feel like they can cut that entire segment, you know? I hope they do, Sarah. I really do. Why would you cut out the regenerators? That's a good point, Dino. Yeah, if they cut out the island, they cut out the regenerators, and that's just not... They can't do that.
Use this.
Like, I feel like people who probably haven't even played RE4 probably know of the regenerators, you know? Ooh, we got handgun bullets C. Alright, let's see if this exclusive pays dividends. You know one thing I'd really love them to put in the remake? They won't. But it'd be awesome if they put in like a motherfucker. Like a nightmare mode where it just like completely switched up the enemies. Like imagine getting like regenerators in the village. And like getting Dr. Salvador's in the castle. Like that'd just be really cool. I thought a fly just landed on my microphone. This is fine, it's just a demo. The fact that it was like 7 minutes didn't help either. I gotta admit. I know it was a demo, but it was like, Christ. Like, that was over quickly. Is it me or is Lewis just like on fire tonight? Like, he is just taking names. Like, look at him go. That looked like that was gonna hit me. I feel like this is the pistol if you don't want to use melee all that much.
This never ends.
So that was 1 in 5. But I just got 2 back to back. Wow, Lewis was... Bravo, my friend. Lewis was fucking wrecking shit right there. Too bad he didn't do that in the no item case run. Dick. Oh, Lewis campaign would be so fucking cool. Mainly because, like, he'd have the red 9, obviously. Like, he has to have the red 9. That's what make it so good. But yeah, that would be an amazing add-on. That'd be good. Yeah, that's one thing I did love about the RE2 remake. The fact that bodies, like, don't disappear. Just, oh, I don't know. It gives it, look, it gives it, like, a really, just a really, like, eerie atmosphere that the corpses don't go away. I can't be asked to kill both of these. Doctor kill patient. If that is actually your name and you're a doctor,
Wait.
that would be kind of amazing.
Welcome.
You look like Destiny.
Got a selection.
Don't know who that
good
is.
Things on sale, stranger.
We're just playing RE4 while Lewis is playing Halo CE. Seriously, man, he was like, you know what? Where's I haven't, man, I need to like get some paper here. I just want to watch that back and like try and take note of how many times he headshotted something. That was a really quick cabin fight too, you know. Oh no, they can't cut Salazar. No, they can't. They can't do that. They cannot cut Salazar. He's awesome.
What are you selling?
And if they cut Salazar, they have to cut like some great lines from Sadler as well. Like, oh, some of Sadler's like cheesiest fucking scenery chewing lines are about Salazar, man.
No thanks, bro.
Perhaps you are disillusioned with overconfidence. Just because you killed my small-time subordinate. Oh, he's so good, man. Sadler's awesome. Wow, I've got a lot of rifle ammo. This case is almost... How is this case full? This is the biggest case. You suck. Sell a bigger case. Like, what are you doing? No, they can't. They cannot cut. They cannot cut Salazar. I will fucking march in the street for that. Because if they cut Salazar, they have to cut the line where Sadler says, "Writhe in my cage of torment, my friend." Like, oh no, they can't cut Salazar. That's bullshit.
Wait.
Cannot cut him. No, will not have that. Do Salazar. Wait. Oh, shit, what did it? Forgot how to play the game. I really thought I didn't throw that far enough there. That's fine. You can hit me. That's a really good phonetification of that. Get stunned, you. Wait, Ashley, could you get out of the way of that? Good girl. Oh shit! That was a great shot. Oh fuck! I was not watching my ammo there. Why am I killing this guy? He's a complete waste of ammo. Which laugh? Well, yeah, that's true. I just wanted to use this. I haven't used the like default handgun in a while, so. You know, yeah, I just thought if they cut Salazar, they can't have that line in the game either, because that line is when it's God, what does he say? That's the American pig line, isn't it? So, no. If they cut Salazar, we riot. And that's discrimination. Why are you cutting Salazar? Is it because he's a small person? Can't do that. That's extremely rude. I kind of want to go in there and loot all that stuff, but man, there's... Let's offload some shit here. I've got way too many items. Like, there we go.
Welcome.
Oh yeah, dispose of the swine. Yeah, exactly. Nah, if they get rid of
What are you
Salazar, man, I ain't buying that shit. I do not need 8 flash grenades. I don't need
Thank you.
7 incendiaries.
Thank you.
I've
Come.
still got too much crap.
What are you selling?
Where's my eggs?
Is that
Sell those.
Thank you.
Right. There we go. That's better. That's a bit of a leaner case. Regular handgun just shit.
What are you buying?
I do think the exclusive like needs to be better. I think someone has worked it out. I think it's like 1 in 6 or 1 in 7. You get like a 60 to 70% chance of a headshot, which is, you know, good. But I feel like for it to really contend with the other pistols, it needs to be like
What are you selling?
80 to 90% chance of landing a headshot. I feel the Punisher's really underrated though. The Silver Ghost is the regular handgun. It also looks pretty snazzy, you got to admit. It's a pretty nice looking pistol.
Follow me.
Why? It's not like she's gonna do anything in this fight. Like, you know. Hopefully they'll keep. They'll probably reduce them. Right in the gentleman's area. Bye-bye. Right, now I can grab my jewel. Never kept it a single one. I mean, we'll find out here, because I'm going to keep this for this playthrough. And I'm gonna like, use it as much as I can for headshots, and we'll see, like, how often I pop heads. I mean, it did show its mettle in that cabin fight. Like, there were plenty of times where I think I headshotted like 3 or 4 things in a row. So it is really good. Like, every pistol is good. You just have to, you know, if you're using this against a Garrador, then, you know, not really a good idea. You should use Red 9 for that.
Wait, follow me.
The Blacktail is only really like a couple of steps down from the TMP in terms of crowd control. GameCube RE cover art was better. Which one? Because there was a lot of regional differences, wasn't there? I like the, I think it's the EU one. I think it's the one with Dr. Salvador, like, just in black on it. I think that's the... I've got to look that up now. I own that copy on the GameCube. Like, yeah, let's have a look here. RE4 box art.
A suitcase full of pistols and money.
Where's my notification for that? Yeah, wait, why didn't I get anything for that? Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. But why didn't that show up? Alright, I'll have to look at that in a minute. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, I think that's the best one. That's the GameCube one in Europe. I'm not sure what the other ones were, but yeah, I think that's the best. That's so fucking ominous, that one. It's so cool. I do like the Wii one though, actually. Shout outs to the Wii one. The Wii one's kind of cool. It's got a bit of an RE7 vibe going to it, you know. Oh, thanks, Sarah. I'm guessing that was you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't show up. OBS being weird. Actually, I think I need to update OBS, so it's probably my fault. Someone made a great video about how the North American region for cover art has the protagonist just standing in the middle of the art. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I can't remember what channel I saw it on, but it was a video called, like, what happened to, like, gaming box art. And it's like and it just lists, I think it was like sort of to the tail end of the 360 generation. Oh, what's up, Foul Mastery? And it was like how every single box art is just like dude with a gun. Like, and it totally is. Like, yeah, see, like here, the Punisher is great. Save ammo here. I'm not sure, it might have been. Yeah, the Wii one's cool though, man. I like the black and white on the Wii. That's true. I guess they did actually, yeah. Like those box arts would have you think like it's way more horror orientated than it is. I almost forgot about you. You know, it's a really weird thing, but go with me on it. They'll probably cut this, won't they? Because it's like a particular event, you know, that like that they can't just like they'd have to like make sure. Who the fuck? Okay. So you're some kind of wise guy, are you? Right in the dick. Thought he was gonna get away. I mean, I'd have let him off if he just threw one. You know. But no, you don't get to throw 2 axes at me. You dick. Right. Okay, no one saw that. That did not happen. I keep meaning to like have a notepad like right next to me, and I just keep forgetting. The only downside on this, you know, actually, I noticed when the main man is streaming, he can like he can shift between it without alt tabbing. I wonder how he does that. All right. Speaking of alt tabbing, let's check that out. Oh yeah, I do like that one though. Yeah, I like that one. That is cool. GameCube controllers. Okay, they're definitely not official. But wow, they're cheap. They look like they have better D-pads too. Man, official GameCube controllers are like gold dust now. You guys have like seen how much they go for on eBay? Let's have a quick look. I've got like 5 of them, I think. Although now, I think they just make a new one, don't they? I think like they straight up just make like a GameCube edition controller for the Switch. There we go, GameCube controller original. Man, 30 quid for a second-hand controller. This one's 40. This one is 70. Okay, I don't think anyone's going to pay 70 quid for that, mate. I think you could literally buy a brand new one for less than that. So, it's a bit weird, unless you want the nostalgia factor. Oh yeah, it is. The Punisher's really underrated. I feel like the more you use the Punisher, the more you realize like how useful that penetration like aspect is. It's something that at first you think, nah, whatever. Like, but the more you use it, like, oh, okay, this is actually really cool. Like, just being able to trip up 2 enemies at the same time is incredibly useful. GameCube was a special console. That's true. It is. Take that. Hold my exclusive. That is true, yeah. That's one thing I really... You know, I think it might have been you yourself, Justin, that asked the question. What's one game mechanic that I wish was more prevalent? And the only game I can think of that has it in a lot is Call of Duty, is bullet penetration. Like, you get enemies that, like, oh man, he ducked behind this, like, sheet of plywood. And my bullets now can't hit him through plywood. You can literally punch through plywood. Easily. Lean on plywood. You know, I bet a BB gun could put a hole in plywood. But in a video game, dude hides behind a blooming IKEA drawer and... No! Bulletproof, man. Bulletproof. You ain't hitting him. But yeah, I wish that was more prevalent. Like in Halo, for example. You know, why isn't there bullet penetration in Halo? Like, you're supposed to have, like, the dog's bollocks of guns, and yet, oh, you know, he's hiding behind a bush. I guess I can't hit him anymore. Never had a GameCube. Every time someone mentions a GameCube, my mind goes straight to RE4. Oh, GameCube's worth getting if you can find one. I mean, they're reasonably priced now on like eBay and that. They're really worth getting, man. There's some really great games that like you can only get on GameCube now. Or I suppose you could get an emulator if you want to get an emulator set up. You're dead. Excuse me, good sir. Did I not wait long enough on the... I might have thrown my second grenade too early. Gonna find a copy of RE4 for the GameCube once the C-Virus... The C-Virus just makes it sound Resident Evil-y, doesn't it, you know? C-Virus. Making Birkins. That's a much leaner case now. There we are. Like Eternal Darkness, man. Eternal Darkness is great. PNO3. I don't care what anybody says. PNO3 is awesome. If you like arcade style games, PNO3 is the shit. Little game called Super Smash Bros. That game's alright. That's true, Sarah, but it's funny, I've played through this game so many times, and yet I think I've only watched the cutscenes, like, twice, maybe. I just... muscle memory, almost. As soon as you get to a cutscene, it's like, right, skip that. I don't care. We ain't watching a cutscene. I really like that purple on Twitch. That's why I think I like this new, like, home layout more, is there's more of the purple on it. And it's so close to like the NG purple, you know. I dig that. It's very me. It's very apt for my channel. President Sorter gets kidnapped and they send one man with a pistol and a butter knife to fight an army of zombies. Hey man, have you seen this guy's knife? This is a dangerous piece of equipment. Oh, what's up, Ollie? They probably just saw his hair. I'm like, damn, this guy's rocking like the Edward Furlong haircut in 2004. He's obviously a badass. Let's send him. Did I leave that merchant alive? Yeah. I used to do a regular one of this game, but we go through everything lore and plot-wise. Watch all the cutscenes, read all the pages, and read all the examines for parts of the environment. That is a good idea. That's an Extra Life stream idea, that is. I'll be doing that again this year. For sure. Hopefully by then. I don't know, I might do the same goal. I'm not sure. We'll see. You know, it's funny though. That went by so fast. That Extra Life stream. It was 2 12-hour streams, and I was really shocked at how quick they went. Like, I started at 7 AM, if I remember rightly. 7 PM just came round insanely fast. I was like, oh wow, like that's 12 hours just gone. I think it's because I can't remember the last time I spent 12 hours straight like playing games.
Wait.
So what am I doing? Is it me or are boobs bigger in that costume? I can abuse some capacity upgrades here. Does help if I actually hit my shot. That was close. Ooh, that only just missed me. I don't usually use a semi-auto rifle either.
Follow me.
That's boogie. Yeah, I'm not sure when our like restrictions are going to be completely over, but I hope it's not too long. I just got things to do, you know. It's funny if I was at home right now, if I was like a hometown home, like the restrictions like wouldn't be a factor at all because I could do everything I want to do at home, which is kind of like goes in tandem with what I want to do anyway. It's just frustrating that now I've got like everything in place. It's like, I just can't quite get it on there, you know. Oh, I've seen that mentioned before, Sarah, too, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's true, you know. Leon just walks in, he doesn't even knock. Doesn't even knock, man.
Wait.
Where are your manners? Oh, what time we got here? God, this time flies when you're playing RE4. It's just one of those games. I don't know. You know, certain games just have that quality to them where you could just start a new game and just play it, and that's it. Like, you just, yeah, cool. Like, I'm just gonna play through this whole game. Very few games have that, but like this game really does. There's something to it. All right then.
Welcome. Got a selection.
Oh yeah, that was cool. Funnily enough, I think that's the kind of run that would benefit more from like a bigger viewer base. To be honest, I think if people could like vote on like what the next chapter's handicaps are, like I think that'd be really fun. Just it'd make it a lot more engaging. That'd be a good run. Just eating some pizza. Oh man, why that pizza is one of those foods that when people say it, you're like, oh yeah, I could go for some pizza. You know.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
You know, it's funny, Ollie. I used the D-pad for a while, but I think when it was on like 360, I started using the analog stick. You know, K-Lou, hello. It's Corona Caveman JTV. Yeah, I know, man. Like my hair, I realized today like how long my hair's getting, and I was like, man, should I just grow this out? Like, I'm really tempted to just grow my hair again. It's like, just go full on fucking caveman look, you know? No worries, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. I appreciate the follow too. Hopefully I will see you on future streams. We play all sorts here. Oh, what's up, VHS? What am I doing? Yeah, but it's been so long since I've had long hair. And you know, like the beard is finally like coming through. After like 15 years, I keep... Yo, okay, I might... if I remember, I'll bring this picture and I'll actually show you guys. I found a picture of me with my old cat, Badger. He's gone, unfortunately, now. And, like, the sun is hitting me at, like, just the right angle where you can actually see the outline of, like, you know, stubble. And it's, like, barely there. And that picture's only, like 9, 10 years old, I think. So like at a point where like normally, you know, you can grow a beard if you want. Not me. Like, no. Never. Ooh, okay, exclusive. Doing work there. Yes. More jugs in the chat. More double jugs. We finally have double jugs. Finally. We finally got it. Give everyone all the jugs. And I'll be able to use that water bottle again when I'm back home. I really am kind of annoyed that I can't fit that on here. Like, I miss my water bottle. Yeah. You know what's better than 2 jugs? That's true. That's true. That was a front runner for my third emote, to be honest. But I thought, nah, I won't have them all be jugs, even though there's a certain appeal to that.
Wait.
Right, you wait there. Cheating. Using the mouse. Yeah, I want a green one. You know, thinking about it, I actually can't believe the thought didn't occur to me until just now. I have the original files for these ones, so in theory, even someone of my limited ability could probably take that into GIMP or something and just change it to green. Maybe. I wouldn't hold my breath there. Green essence.
Follow me.
Right, let's go. Oh man, speaking of green essence, you know what would be really fucking cool if they put this in the remake of this, like an arcade mode. That'd be sick. That'd be so much fun. like combos and getting bonuses for like... I don't think you can, Jesden. No, I think even if she stands like right at the door, I don't think she dies. It's one of those weird things where like... The game's usually pretty good at having stuff like that work the way you think it should, but I don't think that one does. Alright, let's really test the exclusive here. Not bad, eh? That was... That 4? That was 4 in a row? Like, increase the enemy count, maybe, I think. Yeah, like, just give us a few more enemies. And they could do it in the remake. Give us a few more enemies and on arcade mode, remove all the doors. There's no doors. There's another one. There's another one. Here we go. Ooh, okay, we're not getting lucky here, are we? Oh, come on. Yo! What? How many? Okay, how many was that in a row? I swear that was more than 10. I swear that was more than 10 headshots without a critical.
Wait.
I blame you for this. Well, I've never seen that before either. Wise guy, eh? That is the answer right there to why they sent Leon. They were on the firing range and they shot a sniper rifle bullet at a target and it bounced off, and then Leon came on and just fucking kicked it and it exploded. That's why they sent Leon. Chuck Norris level kicks. Yeah, that's two. That's two things on this run that I have never seen before. So, I love that though. Like, it'd be boring if like games got completely, you know, tapped out like super quick. I'm just gonna write that down. That'd be cool, actually, Justin. Yeah,
Leon.
that'd be nice.
Lewis. I've got something for you guys.
Kick explosive barrels.
What? Oh shit.
He looks a bit like Johnny Depp, doesn't he?
Wait.
I think I probably said that before, but he does. Alright, lads. I hate to interrupt your little get-together, but, have a grenade. You know. You're welcome. That kill everybody. Grenades are so OP. Should be a funny achievement for knifing a red barrel. You know, that's one thing where they have to... I feel like they have to make up for this game. I think they really dropped the ball. Well, they didn't drop the ball, but like you could tell this was supposed to be like an XBLA level release, that they were just like, nah, fuck it, charge full price. Say that. So it would be cool if they actually like fleshed out the achievements on a new one. I still want an NGB with achievements on it. I really do. And, you know, let me make the achievements. People would be pissed. I actually did that for just because I was bored once. I think I might have done it on a plane. I think it might have been one of those things I did on a flight. But I made like an NGB achievement list just for fun.
Follow me.
And there were no easy achievements in that list. Let's just put it that way. I think I only had one for completing the game, and that was completing it on Master Ninja. Like, you didn't get achievements for completing it on normal hard and very hard. It was like, nah, fuck that. No free achievements in this game.
Wait.
God, there's so many you could do in this game though, you know, like the way the weapons interplay with each other, like shooting weapons out of people's hands, the way the dynamite works, the way the Salvadors work, the way like you can kind of make enemies kill themselves is really funny. And there's nothing in the game for that, you know, like there's nothing along those lines. You know what? Actually, let's go back. I know what I'm gonna get. I want the hand cannon. I'm feeling the hand cannon on this one. Oh, no merchant run would be cool. I don't know. I don't know if a no merchant run's a bit too much for the average player. Like, it is a pretty severe handicap, you know. Like, if you don't know like how to really abuse the knife and melee and that, like, I think a no merchant run is actually quite difficult. I suppose you could play it on normal. You think most runs on this game now, people tend to just play on professional because, like, ironically, it's the most consistent, which kind of makes it not necessarily easier, but like just you know what to expect, I guess. Let's keep this realistic. That is a 5-shot revolver in real life, so we'll give it 5 rounds. I'm even using like way more pistol ammo than I normally do. You know what? We've got the waterhole coming up here, so we'll get here. Yeah, but then someone could just do a no merchant run on easy. I'm just saying, you know, this game on easy is pretty easy. And also, actually, there is a legit reason why it'd be so much easier, because your shotgun rounds stack up to 25 on easy, so you'd be able to hold like an absolute shitload of shotgun ammo, and your shotgun's a lot more powerful. Only normal or pro. Nah, pro only. Don't let all these die-hard RE4 fans get those easy achievements, man. You know, people are gonna have to be careful on that. You know, I read that, Jesden, and I almost said careful because I read Krauser, and I was gonna say careful. Yeah, that people are gonna need to be careful with their, you know, like, oh, I'm a die-hard RE4 fan, man. I played it all the time on the GameCube. Yeah. So, okay then. How much is a mine throw in the GameCube? You got 2 seconds. Fraud. Fraud. Like, where does disc 2 start on the GameCube? I don't know. Gotta be careful with all these, like, all of a sudden die-hard fans. See, that's what I'm talking about. We need specifics. Shut up. What am I doing? You can have some of this, mate. What's the best weapon in the game? The knife. The knife is the correct answer. I already picked that up. That's one thing I think, I don't know, I don't really feel like I saw people called out on it, but I did find that quite funny with regards to the RE3 remake, when people were saying how short it is. And don't get me wrong, like, it's a short game, but all Resident Evil games are short. Except this one. Like, when you know what to do.
Follow me.
Think they'll limit the knife's capability in the remake. Oh, they better not do. That's one of those things that, like, it's just... It's like... that's just the way it is, you know? It's like, for example, in Halo 2 Anniversary, if I remember rightly, you can still, like, BXR in that game. And, it, you know, that wasn't intentional, but, like, it became such a thing in the game. That to take it out, it'd be like, oh, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't take that out. Funnily enough, you know, there's a good example of that, right? Good, like, very, very, like, real-world example of how that works. So, in Ninja Gaiden Sigma on the PS3... Was that 7 or 6? Did I have a full mag there? Yeah. The changes that they made to the roll animations in Sigma, the way they actually work, they didn't just give you new animations. It's the properties on the animations. So in the backflip animation, you don't have, at least from what I can tell, any startup apart from the very, very first, like, movement of Ryu. So as soon as Ryu, like, moves backwards and like leans back to do his handstand, your iframes are over. And that's why that backward roll sucks so much, because in NGB there became like rules regarding backwards rolls where like it was just the safest way to evade. The changes they made to the actual properties of the move in Sigma are what fuck it up. Whether that was intentional or not, but like, you know, it makes certain things impossible in Sigma that are like absolute staples in Black, you know? Oh shit. That was close. Oh shit, no bullets. Alright. That was close. Right, I want some headshots, please. Uh-oh. Ah, you're fine. I'm a little busy. You know, like, popping heads here. Why is this game so much longer than the rest? Why did they feel they need to make it so much longer than other RE games? You know, I don't know. I think it's because there's a lot more optional stuff in this game, if you think about it. Like, in the originals, even if you did all the optional stuff, and that's usually just how I play them. Like, pick up all the items, get all the ammo, get all the health. Like, I love doing that stuff. Even if you do all of that... Oh, that was sick. He's like, I'll save you! It's like 50 caliber bullets, son. Like, no. I'm gonna write that down. That was awesome. Maximum penetration. Yeah, like if the optional stuff in this game is the combat, like if you think about it, like it's fighting the enemies, which just takes a lot longer. If you critical path this game, I mean, you think, what's the record for this game now on a speedrun? Glitchless, like, because, you know, like, not counting like glitched ones, but like the time saves that I can think of, like it's probably what, like hour 40 maybe, like a rough estimate. An hour and 40 minutes, like it's only 40 minutes longer than, you know, like RE2 remake, or like about an hour longer than RE3. You know, funnily enough, on that note, I think, doesn't the original remake, if you don't use like door skips and that, I think the original remake has the longest speedrun, isn't it? Like about an hour and a half, like on average, something like that. Wow, okay. Oh, this pistol's so... Man, yeah, I need to use this pistol more. I mean, I do, but it was just funny, because it's like, yeah, man, any other gun, that would have worked. Does this critical thing apply to the knights in the knight fight? Like, can you just one-shot the knights and not bother about their parasite? I've never tested that. Because the hand cannon does. Whether that's, like, out of... like, sheer firepower, I don't know. It might be. If I get my skates on. I was gonna play other games tonight, but that kind of went out the window. RE4, man. You just can't beat it. It's the shit. Yeah, you just need RE4, man. RE4, NGB... RE4, NGB, and like Halo 3. They'd be my like desert island games. And maybe MK9. What? What are you doing? That was a great shot. I thought it was a shield guy behind me, but it was just a regular dude. He's not dead. Ah, move! What are you doing? This room really is, yeah. He's dead. See, it's things like that that I worry about in the remake. Like, you get the sound effect when they're alive. You get no noise when they're dead. Like, that's a huge... Like, that's a vital piece of information that the game gives you. That if you're not paying attention, you won't know. Stuff like that. Oh, that was my fault. There we go. Check the RE1 remake in RE4 you said about earlier. It's on RE4 UHC engine. And the gameplay is unchanged. Oh, okay. Yeah, I really want to test that before it, like, gets pulled. Make yourself useful, Ashley, while I have a drink. I don't know, Jesden. I think the noise... I could be wrong, but I feel like the noise is intentional. Like, it's such a distinctive, like... Like, you don't miss that noise. You never miss that noise. You're like, okay, he's not dead. Like, I know he's not dead. Similar in a way to, like, in Doom. Well, in Doom Eternal. When you hit a weak point, you get, like, the armor, like, clank, like, trink. Like, you get that armor, like, destroyed noise. And you're like, okay, like, I got it. Like, I hit my mark there. There's no, like, ooh, is he dead? Did I hit that Mancubus's weak point? Like that. Like, you don't miss that noise. Oh, yeah, there we go. I hit that. If that was the Punisher, like, that wouldn't have happened. I would have got it. Alright, let me heal Ashley. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's either or, I guess. I just think if it was intentional, I see why they would do it with the noise, because then you're like, okay, he's not dead. Wait. You know, that's one thing I wanted to do and I've already forgot, is I wanted to, like, save every first aid spray. But I've already forgot to do that because I think I sold one. Wait. I don't know why I shot that pot either. Right. We still got way too much shit. Oh, okay. Are we ready? Are we ready for some, like, just straight up just erotica? Just, yeah. Look at that.
Look, there's a
Oh, it's good. Just want to see how many. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I'm probably gonna do that on RE, like the remake too. I'm just gonna. I'll just pigeonhole like 4 saves on the RE2 remake. I just want to go through the game with I need to S+ Claire to get my minigun. And then I just want to go through the game and just collect everything and just see what you end up with in the item box. I'll probably stream that. I'll probably stream those runs. I just like doing that. It's fun. I like it. I like hoarding stuff. I'm no longer... I think I can no longer... I can, like, call myself no longer a hoarder now in real life. Like... That's really, over the last, like, year, I would say, I've really gotten a handle on that. But I can hoard in video games, because it doesn't count. I'm not taking up real physical space. Oh, I need to reload. Yeah, I was gonna, yeah. Oh, I forgot about one. Whoops. Man, I'm really feeling the, like... lack of a damage boost on this. I'm not gonna risk that. Oops. Man, look at Ashley go. Did they, like, patch this game to make it that you have to actually be accurate with the sniper rifle? No. Because that definitely missed. And it's still going. Oh, man. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more than you think, though. Because I think I can't remember what run it was, but I got to Sadler, and I think I had like 4 first aid sprays in my inventory. And I was thinking, like, where have these all come from? It really is, yeah. This area, I feel, in a way, I feel Salazar is the same. Like, people shouldn't cheat Salazar on their first run. I think he might be the best boss fight in the game, you know. Salazar is such a good boss, but you can just cheese the fuck out of him, you know, if you want to. So, which is not cool. Yeah. Can I help you? Right then. Let's crack on. I'm peckish. Hungry for some reason. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's. It's it's one of those boss fights. Like, I remember the first time I fought Salazar. You know, like that cutscene does such a good job of, like, that cutscene tells you how to beat him. You know, his big, like, you know, Verdugo schlong is, like, you know, just chilling, like, with his great fat weak point. And you're like, oh, okay, right, I gotta fuck that up. And then, like, the thing closes around Salazar. So you think, okay, I've got to fuck up his face, and then, like, that'll open up that, and I can shoot him. Like, instantly, you know how to beat that boss just when you watch the cutscene. It's brilliant. You don't get shit like that in games anymore. You just don't. Like, in that cutscene, if it was in a game now, like, the bit where it, like, lingers on the Verdugo, there'd be, like, a sign that says, shoot this. Like, oi.
Got a selection of
Right, we want to upgrade the rifle, actually. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm thinking of this in like new game thought, but I thought, no, like, I have, like, all the gun upgrades are, like, available now. So, oh shit, I need to combine these. Oh, I forgot the orange one, didn't I? Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah, are there any others? I don't think so.
What are you buying?
Good question. No, I'm not buying anything. I'm selling my treasure.
What are you buying?
How dare you? Where's my loyalty card, motherfucker? That gives me an idea, that does. Right. Naughty, 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 naughty. It's almost like he's gonna say naughty dog in an English act, like naughty dog. That's so funny, like, if I actually listen to that word, it doesn't sound anything like what it actually, like, naughty, but, like, we just say naughty, 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 naughty dog, naughty dog, naughty dog. It's like like nori, like noi, as in, like, to gnaw. So, like, if you was gonna spell it out, it'd be like G-N-A-W. No, it'd be like G-N-A-U-G-H-W-E. Like, noi. Noi. I got a shotgun for you fuckers. Yeah, like that. Like, naughty dog. Naughty dog. Speaking of Naughty Dog, Last of Us 2's out pretty soon. I wonder how that's gonna fare. Boom. What? That was right in his mush. I do feel like that game is in, like, a weird situation because of, like, all the shit that came out about it. You missed. You know, I just thought, like, yeah, this is way faster. Yeah, hold my mouse, motherfucker. Yeah, I feel like even if that game comes out and it's fantastic, like, you know, like, they altered the controls and like it has godlike gameplay, there's still going to be people that are like, oh, this game sucks. And that's how all those people will sound. No! In the rear. I've yet to play the first Last of Us. You know, it's weird, man. That game, when I played it, it was really, really impactful. You know? But... Whoops. Oh, I should have a thermal scope for these guys. But it was 7 years ago, and other games have come along and, you know, kind of done that kind of thing, and they have been better games. Like, The Last of Us is, like, has an amazing story, and the characters are really well realized, and it's told well, but my god, it plays like crap. You know, it's not a game you play for, like, you know, the mechanical fidelity, you know, so I'm not sure, like, how well that game stacks up now. I've wanted to go back through it for a while, but because it's PS3 and, you know, I didn't have a way to stream my PS3, I just kind of shelved it. But yeah, it's definitely one I want to revisit. One of the biggest things I think they have, well, the biggest danger actually, is I feel like if they do like fuck up the sequel, I feel like they might taint like the first game a little bit like Matrix syndrome. Because like if they're not careful, like thank you, it would be really easy for them to like retroactively like shit all over the first game, which some people think they already have done. Don't worry, I'm not gonna like drop a spoiler bomb on anybody. But yeah, if they're not careful, they could easily do that. What game made you close to tearing up from something happening in it? I believe it was a Gears game. I won't get into spoilers, but Gears 3, there's a moment in that was very... like, that caught all of us off guard. We were playing that in 4-player co-op online. And after a certain cutscene, there was just like 20 minutes of silence. And someone finally said, I can't remember what they said, but they said, like, wow, that hit harder than I thought. Like, it was, yeah. You know what? The ending of Spider-Man, man. No pun intended. The ending of Spider-Man on PS4. Like, that ending is pretty, like, you know, you kind of, you see what's coming eventually, but you're like, nah, man, it's Spider-Man. Like, you know, you're like, yeah, it'll be okay. And you're like, oh. Like, oh, okay. Maybe not. You know? Like, and there's like and like the way it kind of ends properly is great too, because like, yeah, Spider-Man's fucking awesome, man. Like, people need to play Spider-Man. That is one hell of a game. Yeah, the Spider-Man ending did, man, because I really love Spider-Man. Like, he's always been my favorite superhero. And a large part of that, don't get me wrong, like, Peter Parker, especially when I was growing up, was a very relatable character, you know? So, you know, like, wouldn't it be amazing if you just got, like, 12 headshots in a row here? Like, yeah, he was a very relatable character when I was growing up. So, like, you know, I don't want to see Peter Parker, like, you know, go through hardship. And that game puts him, you know, through some hardship. I really want to talk about the ending of Spider-Man, but I'm not going to. I'll just reiterate, you should play, if you own a PS4, you should absolutely play Spider-Man. It's hella good. And it's one of the like few examples as well that like it does not sacrifice its gameplay. Like, it has the mechanics, and like that is a video game, you know. Just like Spider-Man, Joe spent his teenage years swinging from buildings and stopping bank robbers. No, I never actually read comics. My Spider-Man obsession was from the cartoon, obviously. I think everybody watched the cartoon. And the Mega Drive game. Loved Spider-Man. Fuck Venom. Fucking broken ass boss. But man, Spider-Man, I don't know. There's a relatable quality to Spidey, you know? I love me some Spider-Man. Yeah, I think if you're a certain age, I think like there's no way you did not watch Spider-Man, the Spider-Man cartoon. You know, it's funny. I loved that cartoon, adored it, and I did not give a single shit that there were not web shooters in the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. So I was like, oh, okay, like, well, you know, whatever. Like, that never bothered me, and yet some people were like pissed about that. You know, they're like, ugh, it's gross. And it's like, here's a random. Okay, I got a really random story for you guys, right? So I was at home last week, and it was late at night, and I'd had quite a lot to drink, like water-wise, not alcohol, but I had a lot to drink. So, you know, I'd get up in the middle of the night to, you know, take a piss, which is a fucking pain in the arse, man. Like, your body should just know. It's like, no, wait till we get up. Anyway, I digress. So, you know, go downstairs to, you know, take care of business. And I noticed there's this spider on the toilet roll holder, right? Only a little thing, like, you know, diddy little thing. And I was like, okay, like, you know, I'll wait, you know, I'll wait for you. And like, I went to get like toilet roll, like slowly, and telling you, man, he fucking jumped off the toilet roll, like onto the window ledge, like literally, like, and it was only about this far, but the spider was like this big. So he jumped like, you know, several times his own body length. He jumps to the window ledge, and then as I like go to like, you know, tear off the paper, he like jumps off the window ledge and like fucking webs onto the toilet roll holder and like goes all the way down to the bottom of the floor. I was like, that literally like is Spider-Man shit that I just saw. And I was like mesmerized. Probably because it was 3 in the morning and I was, you know, I had to get up to take a piss. But it was just one of those things where it was like, man, it just made me think of Spider-Man. Like, it was just like, damn, that spider really just impressed me. You know? That's true, Jesden, yeah. What happened to that, eh? Use like computer graphics to simulate the buildings when Spidey was swinging, and I thought that was really cool. I did not know that. But yeah, I thought that was a funny little story. You should leave spiders alone as well, like pro tip. Like if there's a spider like in a room, like there was a spider in the bathroom here, but my roommate is like she's not pro spider, and I said no, like leave the spider in the corner because then there'll be no other bugs in here because the spider is top tier, like it'll fuck up all the other bugs. And she was like, no, get rid of it. So I did. And what do we have now in the fucking bathroom? What do we have now, man? Fucking little bugs all over the place at night. Okay, it's not like an infestation. You know, but there's 1 or 2. And you know, they're annoying. The spider just kept in the corner, kept to himself, just chilling. You know, doing what nature intended. Being the governor of the window in the bathroom, you know, keeping it real. At my old place, there's a street lamp right outside my window, right? And I've never had a problem with spiders. But when, towards the end of college, my girlfriend hated spiders. Like, she truly, like, terrified of spiders. So I always had to get rid of them. And then, like, for that entire time, there was always, like, fucking just a shitstorm of bugs, like, on my ceiling. Because of the street lamp. Like, the street lamp was literally right outside the window. And I said, like, well, this never happened, like, when there were spiders outside the window and, like, near the window, because they would keep it real. And they'd be like, nah, you ain't coming in here. You're lunch, motherfucker. Don't throw indoor spiders outside. They can't survive the outdoors. Okay, between you and me, guys, I'll tell you a little secret, okay? This is just between us. My roommate might be on stream next week for Streets of Rage, so don't fucking grass me up. But when she says get rid of spiders, I just take them outside the door and like put them on the stairs, like on the wall. I don't actually like throw them out the window because I think that's really mean. So, don't tell her. She'll freak out. You know, I just had a really weird, like, is it epiphany? Like, sudden realization? Like, that was close. Like, because spiders are like, you know, the ugly duckling, I guess. Like, no, like, very few people really like them. Maybe that's why, like, I'm more pro spider than the people. I'm like, nah, man, it's all good. Like, I got your back. Yeah, take that. And that, fucker. If it's a daddy long legs, I don't mind, but those big fast fuckers are going to Spidey heaven. I mean, to be fair, yeah, we don't really get like big spiders here, really. I mean, everyone's definite. I mean, I guess. Oh man, I caught that one. No pun intended. But I guess like whether a spider or not is big is relative, you know. Why did that not headshot him? Oh, you definitely. I'm serious. Do not like bring that up. If she's on stream, I'll get blown up. We've got too much ammo. Like, seriously, like, we have too much ammo here. I don't think they're ugly, I just don't like the prospect of being bitten by one. The smaller ones I don't mind, but there have been some fast, scary fuckers that I had no choice but to kill. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like, I don't hate spiders, but like, you know, the big meaty fuckers, I wouldn't want one like right next to me, you know what I mean? I wouldn't. You know. I think that's, there's a line in Gears 3, actually, I think, where you're fighting a corpser. And I can't remember if it's Dom that says it. He says something about, like, you know, oh, they're so creepy, like, or something. And Baird is like, oh, that's because, you know, human beings, you know, evolved from, you know, a particular species of where we were hunted by arachnoids. So we're, like, you know, genetically predisposed to be terrified by things that scuttle. And I've got a lot of legs attached to like a, you know, a central body. And like everyone else is like, shut the fuck up, Baird. But maybe there's some truth to that, you know? Maybe there's like a giant fucking spider that used to exist that they just haven't found yet. Used to hunt people. Now there's the stuff of nightmares. Because realistically, let's be real, if a giant spider wanted to kill you, you're dead. You ain't getting away. Remember that story I just told? A spider like this big was able to jump like 4 inches. Like, you know, a rough guess, like several hundred times its own size in distance. So, think about that for a minute. I'm 6 feet tall. Imagine if I could jump 600 feet in like a single bound. It'd be really useful, actually. The phrase hop, skip, and a jump away would be quite literal if that was the case. The city I grew up in is notorious for a big concentration of wild tarantulas. They get here through the board and then escape when they load off the boats. Ooh. Tarantulas aren't, like, poisonous, though, are they? Like, that isn't that one of the biggest, like, spider myths? Like, tarantulas, like, aren't harmless aren't harmful, rather. Like, they're not actually dangerous. You know, they're just big and hairy and have got 8 legs and like a lot of eyes. They're not poisonous or venomous. Shoutouts to Venomous in MKX. R.I.P. Devora. My legit secondary variation got fucking nerfed. Can't believe that shit, man. Oh yeah, I can't imagine it's very pleasant. You know, there's an episode of CSI New York where they find this like really weird, like not like underground because it's like super fucking Hollywood, exclusive, shall we say? There's like an exclusive club, where like people go and like they can eat like, you know, like deep fried like tarantulas and scorpions and shit, and it's like nah, I'm good. Like, nah, you know. Thing is though, like, aren't bugs like super nutritious to eat? Like, it's only really like the Western civilization that like don't really eat insects. Because like they're literally just 100% like protein essentially. Like, but like I think there's just that thing here of like, oh no, they're bugs. Ugh, that's gross. Which I can understand. Hi there. We'll take that. Why is that like the one door that doesn't apply to? Get off me. Take that, fucker. Don't you dare point that at me. I didn't use this gun enough. Oh shit. That's why. That was obviously some kind of glitch. Not that I missed, you know. Oops. Insects and arachnids and the like are very nutritious. A lot of Asian and South American cultures eat them. And look how long they live. You know? You know, I think if there was like a mince essential, like a puree, or like a, oh, I don't know though, like I think if I didn't know what it was I'd be fine, but the thought of like spider soup is like, ugh, no, nah, I'm good. I don't care how nutritious it is. Like, no. That's the stuff of nightmares, that is, man. Just say that to yourself a little bit. Like, spider soup. It's just, nope. Like, I'm good. I don't need to try that. There's a great snippet from one of the Bombcasts. I did eat a Wormburger once. Oh, no, I didn't. Did you ever watch Snowpiercer? No. Do you eat crabs? No, crabs. I don't get. I'm not down with crabs, man. I think crabs look really like no. Like seafood in general for me is a pretty big no-no. Like I just. Yeah. Did you see him flinch there? That was cool. Yeah. So funny excerpt from the Bombcast. Go if you want to listen. What the. If you want to listen to it, if you search Bombcast Cliff Bar story, I bet it will come up. But someone writes in, and he was in, I think he said Africa, and he buys a Cliff Bar. Cliff Bars are like just bricks of sugar masquerading as nutrition bars in America. And sorry for anyone who likes Cliff Bars and was ignorant of that fact, but that's what they are. And yeah, the email starts off with like, oh, you know, so I was in, you know, Africa, and, you know, I got this Cliff Bar, and all of a sudden, I take a big old bite, and all of a sudden there's a lot of movement in my mouth. And then he looks down, and, like, just ants are, like, pouring out of the packet. It's just like, oh, no! Like nope. Like, don't need that. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm the best. That was my intention, but it wasn't skill. If that makes sense. Oh, shit. I did not... Ow! I did not realise I was out of bullets there. That's why I was scratching my nose. That did cancel my reload animation, though. Right, fuck your shield. Oh, crap. That was close. We're getting some bloody cheeky fuckers here, aren't we? There we go. Snowpiercer. I think that's on now on Amazon Prime, I think. I mean, I think like the fact that they were probably already like being grinded up by his teeth gave them a pretty big disadvantage. But yeah, just I don't know, man. There's I think there's I think there's something to the like. Okay, here's another random tangent. Okay, so I started watching an old BBC series the other day. It was their Walking with Dinosaurs series. Like, fucking blew me away as a kid. Like, this is like well over 20 years old. But it's sort of like it's like a fictionized, obviously fiction, but there's no real footage of dinosaurs, obviously. But it's like real wildlife footage, like, but it's with dinosaurs, like, computer generated in them. Really fascinating series. Like, one of the things that like really like hooked me on like that side of history at a young age. And there's one particular run of the series where they go back to I think it's like 300-400 million years ago, where like insect life was like just fucking huge. That's what that was not on her. That was on the bar. I will check the tape on that one, because that definitely was on the bar and not her leg. I mean, come on, I just shot her in the leg. Like, fuck's sake, man. Come on, Ashley. But yeah, and that's kind of terrifying. Giant fucking millipedes and giant spiders, giant dragonflies that can like Starship fucking Troopers you. Like, that was on her, and yet that didn't shoot her. Interesting. So, yeah, like, what would you rather fight? Like, a velociraptor or, like, a giant spider? That could, like, well, that's never happened before. Size of the insects is directly related to the amount of oxygen in the air. Millions of years ago, insects were huge. Yeah, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Anything giant is scary. No, I haven't. It does ring a bell, though. What about giant bears? What would be, like, the most OP animal if it was just a lot bigger? Like, I'm talking, not like King Kong size. I just mean, let's say if you had a bear the size of, like, an elephant. Like, you just could not fuck with that, ever. Oh, yeah. Man, crocodiles don't need to be any fucking bigger. Crocodiles are fucking... Man, I think it was an episode... I think Joe Rogan had a hunter on one of his podcasts once, and he was talking about crocodiles. And he was saying, like, if you ever really needed, like, proof that, like, dinosaurs and that used to exist, it's like, just look at a crocodile. And it's like, yeah, kind of. Like, if you look at a crocodile, it's a fucking, like, it's a monster. Like, it's actually a monster of an animal. Like, it's kind of terrifying.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Should we remind ourselves of Gustave? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are. I think crocodiles are right up there with sharks, aren't they? I think sharks are the oldest. And then it might very well be crocodiles, mightn't it? Now, there's one fight you wouldn't win. Although they say, apparently, all you gotta do to outrun a crocodile is run in a zigzag. I mean, in RE2 Remake, that's how you get past the boss. It's not a crocodile, it's an alligator, but still. You run, you just run left to right. Seems legit. You wait, like, there'll be a new YouTube channel of, like, you won't believe what animal this guy can outrun. And it'll be, like, two dudes in a crocodile suit, like, chasing their friend.
I got the key. I can get out.
I'm just giving away, like, $1 million YouTube channel ideas here, you know. That'd print fucking money. Right. Not got time for this shit. I'm curious now, yeah, what's after sharks as the oldest species? Outrunning a crocodile, can I do it? The answer was shock you. And the thumbnail's just like, just a puddle of just mulch. Like, nope, you can't. That's the other thing about bears too. Is there was God, what movie? Oh, it was The Edge. What? That's like quite clearly far enough. I'm getting some weird stuff tonight. Yeah, it was The Edge. Where like they literally just like outrun a bear. And it's like there's no fucking way you could outrun a bear. Like, you know, is there any animal that humans can outrun? Like, serious question. Like, we can't even outrun a cat. Like a house cat can like run faster than humans. Nothing more than an elaborate hoax started in a time when people were still easily fooled by hoaxes. Oh, what do you think is up with Bigfoot? Sorry, I missed that. I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, this might just be me, but I think Bigfoot is more of an American thing, as like a serious thing. Like, Bigfoot, like, you don't really talk about it. Like, people just don't really talk about Bigfoot in the UK. Like, it's just not a thing, you know? I feel like I only ever see, like, Bigfoot talked about in, like, somewhat of a serious nature, like, you know, in America. Could just be me, though. I don't know. But I can't say I've ever been, like, in a pub and someone be like, so, what do you think of Bigfoot? Do you think he's in Nottingham? Or do you think he'd be somewhere, you know, like, Derbyshire? I don't know. Here's the thing: what would be like a hoax or an urban myth that would be cool if it was true? Like the Loch Ness Monster. Now there's a very like location appropriate one. That's true. That's true, VHS. I'm with you on that. I think something supernatural existing would be cool, but I feel like the very world we're in is pretty goddamn spectacular if you even spend a minute and really think about it. You know, I don't think we really need to add to that. You know, we don't need Dr. Manhattan. Like, that just complicates things. Bear, croc, rhino, hippo, lion, tiger. To defend you, the other 4 are coming to kill you. Ooh, okay. Now there's a question. I'd go with the rhino and hippo. I don't know, man. I think I want that crocodile on my team. I might go croc rhino. I might go crocodile rhino. Here's the thing: lions and tigers are like not. They're not like They're like, what's the word? They're like a tag team, you know, like a single lion and a single tiger together, like, would not be that useful. Like, you'd need like a pack of each, you know. That'd be good. Rhinos are notorious croc killers. Oh, hippo. Oh, really? Oh, okay, I might change my answer then. Really? Hippo? Oh, yeah, you know what? I think I remember hearing about that, actually, in a David Attenborough documentary. Like, yeah, apparently, like, hippos, like, fuck up. Like, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, man, hippos are actually pretty fucking OP. I might go hippo and rhino, then. Although, I don't know, maybe hippo and croc. Because I'd probably put my money on a crocodile versus why isn't there like an animal like battle royale fighting game simulation? Why has no one made that? Why can't we find out what would win in a fight between, you know, like a gorilla and a bear? Like, why has no one made that fighting game yet? Like, you know, it's funny though. Like, the most OP animal, like people think they'll be like, oh, you know, like crocodile or bear or something. It's like, nah. It's like it's probably like some kind of like super rare insect that's like really tiny, but that can just kill you, and you wouldn't even be able to see it. You know. Just sort of catnip in a ball of wool. Peter would heavily object to such a game. I mean, yeah, but I mean, like, they don't... It's funny how they don't object when, like, you know, it's animals fucking up people. Like, I didn't hear people coming out in droves for, like, you know... what was that film where Leonardo DiCaprio gets fucked up by a bear? The Revenant. That's it. That scene's fucking hard to watch, man. I was not prepared for that. Like... Seeing the behind the scenes was interesting, like how they did it, but like it looks frightfully fucking realistic. It's like, Jesus, man. That's rough, you know? That'd be so cool though, because like you could have animals in it from all throughout history. Like you could have like a woolly mammoth go up against, you know, a bison or something. Like, just, it's entertainment, man. Yeah, so much for playing anything else tonight. Whatever. RE4, man. I mean, I guess that's true. Like, you think, like, some animals in particular as well, like, they specifically target, like, weaklings and older animals. Like, they're total bullies. You know? Or even the young, that they'll even target, you know, like, young animals, like, you know, not the runts of a group, but like, you know, the less developed and like less able to defend themselves. Can you? Yeah, thank you. I think, is it cheetahs? I think cheetahs are like, ironically, I think like they're like, that's a staple of them, like. A staple of their hunting. Oh, they could, yeah. You know what, Jason? I've said this many times, but the fact that Capcom have not made a Resident Evil fighting game yet is honestly crazy to me. I genuinely can't believe they haven't done it yet. Like, it's Capcom. Like, they know a thing or two about making fighting games, you know? And just think of the kind of shit you could do in a Resident Evil fighting game. Like, you just... I really am surprised they haven't done it. What would they call it? What would a Resident Evil fighting game be called? Giant piece of tofu. Tofu would have to be a character. And I like Tofu's shtick could be like, the only attack it has is like just like running at the person to do damage, but it has like just an absolute shitload of health and like very little hit stun. But you think about it, you could have Leon. You could also, like, Resident Evil's an old enough series now to where like you could have classic characters. So you could have like RE4 Leon, but then you could have RE2 Leon, like, and they could be completely different characters in a fighting game. You could have, you know, fucking Jay Cutler, protein powder, Chris Redfield, and you could have like RE1 Chris Redfield, you know? It'd just be cool. You could have like steroid Jill Valentine and like regular Jill Valentine. I just want 2 Jills. Yeah, like think of all the big bodies you could have. Yeah, like Nemesis, fucking Garrador, like it's everything. I don't get it. Everything is right there for them to make a fighting game out of the Resident Evil canon, and it's I can't believe they haven't done it. There we go. RE5 Chris' special attack is him throwing the boulder. No, I think he'd summon the boulder, I think. He'd summon it from the ground and then just like shoulder barge it. Like, like to the other side. I'm not going to bother with Broken Butterfly here. One thing I wish Twitch had, like, on your page is, like, an actual... There might be a plugin for it, actually. I might look. It is a plugin for, like, how many subs you have. It's a bit annoying having to go to, like, the affiliate page. Oh, okay, so we've made it to the Knights. I really did want to get here, so... See if we can test this pistol out. Oh, that'd be so cool. RE4 Leon has like a special move where like he just dashes backwards and he's invincible. Like, that'd be cool. See, I mean, like the mechanics literally do just. There's so many things you could do like with that. Like, that didn't seem to. I knew it. I knew he'd go horizontal, the bastard. Oh, shit. It doesn't look like it then, does it? Oh. Okay. Whoops. I was hoping that'd give me enough time to reload this. Think about active frames on Leon's roundhouse kick. Speaking of active frames, man. If anybody remembers when I was labbing Birkin 1 in RE2, and there's that grab that like just completely fucking whiffs. Watching that in slow motion is pretty eye-opening. Whoa, now there's a hitbox. Whoops. I might as well use some of these flashbangs. Oh, what's up, JCB? Oh, nice. Nice. I need to get my S plus of Claire. I want that minigun. That phantom hitbox. Yeah, tell you, man. Some cheap shit in this game. What am I doing? You can get two there. I knew it. I knew we'd get cheeky fucking... Whoa, that was close. I knew we'd get cheeky guys tonight. This game has just been in a very cheeky mood. Ow. See? Shit like that. Go away. This is a fun run. Like, it's not quite New Game Plus, but it's close. Just like having all the gun upgrades available is really fun. Think about how Lickers would play in a fighting game though, because like a Licker standing up wouldn't make a lot of sense. So like they'd have to be like a low hitbox character, you know? Is that a modification? That looks... I quite like the empty water bottle. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, I really want to get the minigun. I have to get that minigun, yeah. I still wish that there was some reward for fighting Mr. X. Even if it was an unlockable weapon, you know, like just give like if you fought Mr. X like every time he turns up, like you know you got something, you know. How do you feel about a reverse loadout run? The only loadout you have is from your previous save. I guess it'd depend on the save. I mean, I have enough saves here. I could just pick something at random and like, I wouldn't really know what I was getting. Right, what time is it? Okay, because I need to head out tonight. That's why I started streaming a bit early. I really am liking these earlier streams, though. I gotta say, that's the like it's a real plus side about working from home right now. Like, being able to start streaming at, like, 5:30, 6 o'clock is really cool. Gotta do a GameCube run as well. Just so we can TMP through the doors. Let's have some fun.
Wait.
Right, you shits. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay. That could be cool. Anyone in the chat play Shadows of the Damned by any chance? Now that, oh man, that game might get me banned in this day and age. You know what? I think I have to play through Shadows of the Damned. If you guys haven't played it or heard, you probably haven't heard of it. Like it's, oh, that would rustle some feathers in this day and age. Let me tell you. I don't have my 360 here though. I've never played it. Okay, I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not like. I'll play Shadows of the Damned. I'm gonna have to stream that. What am I doing? God. Yeah, I really like it. So when I'm hopefully in the not too distant future, when I'm full time, my streaming time will probably be like maybe even 3, as early as 3, but like 3 to 4 till like 10, till 10 p.m. Because in the morning and like the early afternoon is when I'll get the other content sorted for the like workout and fitness channel. So because streaming in the morning, like I don't feel like there's much point right now. But we'll see. I want to be able to kind of test the waters wherever possible beforehand, but it really just depends on work right now. Work is my work's not very cooperative or flexible, so I don't have a lot of wiggle room, which is annoying. Aha. There is another one in there, but he falls off the other way, yeah. Yeah, that's the plan, JCB. Not quite full-time streaming, though. I feel like, especially, like, my style is, like, too niche right now. Like, you know, it's just not viable. The main replacement will be, fundamentally, will be YouTube for now. But I've got some other things. I got some other things in the pipeline, too. I feel like the key of if you are like, you know, dependent on this kind of thing, like you've got to vary up. Like it sounds kind of mercenary, but like you really have got to vary up revenue streams. Like you can't just have like one. Like you need multiple. Like for example, if you're just on YouTube, like that, I don't know, like that seems quite stressful to me. Like if you relied on YouTube like 100%. It's like, oof, I don't know about that. And there's also certain things like you kind of have to do. You know, I was watching what was it? I was watching Orchon streaming the other day, Resident Evil runner, and someone mentioned that like his thumbnails on YouTube are like super clickbaity because they're usually like the female character of Resident Evil, like practically naked. And he said, like, his response was really, like, pretty much, like, you couldn't argue with his response. It was like, yeah, pretty much, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's YouTube, man. Like, you kind of have to do that right now. Like, if you genuinely want people to, like, watch your channel and notice it, like, it is what it is. Like, and it's a shame, but he is right. Like, you know, you even funnily enough, even Linus Tech Tips were like called out on it, like, and they said the same thing. They were like, yeah, like you can't have like you can't have a boring thumbnail and expect people to click on that video. And unfortunately, it's true. Like, you need something eye-catching, you know? It's just the way it is, you know? So my thumbnails are just going to be nothing but boobs. That's it. I'm just going to mine, like, stock photos of, like, bra models. You heard it here first. Because everybody loves boobs. And they'll be like, oh, what's that video? They won't even care. They'll just click on the thumbnail. Your boobs. Oh, no, I'll vary it up. You know, variety's the spice of life, man. Streaming's... I think people... Maybe people overcomplicate streaming, but I think maybe... It depends on what your goal is. I think when people say, oh, I'm going to stream... Like, funnily enough, there was a guy where I work started streaming. Not too long after I started, like, doing it on the regular. And he was obsessed with numbers, like, right off the bat. Oh, that should have killed me. That should have killed me. I'll need to check my health there, but that should have killed me. That was weird. But yeah, he was obsessed with numbers, like, right off the bat. And I think now, again, I mentioned this a lot, but I do feel that my perception of it and perspective is quite unique. Because when I started, it wasn't about views. You know, it was just, you know, you just did it because you just did it because it was, you know, what you wanted to do. I do feel like now people definitely measure their success with, like, well, how many people watch? Like, how many people are watching my stream? How many people are watching my YouTube channel? You know, and I don't know, like, I just don't... I don't think that really equates, like, that shouldn't be how, like, you measure, like, your success. Like, to me, like, it's, are you enjoying it? Like, do you like doing it? You know, if the answer is, like, just a flat-out no, it doesn't really matter how many people are watching you. Like, if you don't enjoy doing this, like, if you don't enjoy making videos or making content, then don't do it. But I feel like a lot of people now just look at it as an avenue to, you know, like, get notoriety. And to be fair, like, a lot of the time, you know, money, like, somewhat easily. You know, as long as you're prepared to kind of... Ooh, that was nice. As long as you're prepared to sort of play the game, you know, I mean, just go and... You know, it's funny, right? So I use that Opera browser for my Stream Archive YouTube channel. So, like, that channel, like, doesn't have my usual viewing, like, algorithm applied to it. Oh, man. The stuff that is on the homepage on, like, a non-account YouTube page is... God, it's fucking frightening. Some of the garbage that is out there that is also, you know, incredibly popular. Like, millions and millions of people are watching it. It's like, what the fuck has happened? Like, I think people have mentioned like the mukbang videos before, like on my channel, and I was aware of those just because of like certain, like, I don't want to say fitness because that has a terrible connotation now, but just certain, like, you know, well-being channels, I guess, based that have like called them out as being like, you know, this stuff should not be allowed on YouTube. And like one of them was actually on the homepage when I was on the Opera browser of the archive channel, and like the thumbnail alone, I was just like, this is fucking gross, man. Like, it's just what the fuck. and I couldn't help but think, honestly, like, if there's one thing that like I would be able to get away with, is doing that. Because, like, I got lucky in the gene pool, I guess. But, like, I could, like, film a bunch of those at once and then just, like, not bother. And then just, like, live off the fucking ad revenue. Like, But no, like, because it's fucking stupid, man. I just don't get it, man. How much would it piss you off to watch a mukbang YouTuber torture living seafood before eating it? I mean, I wouldn't watch something like that because it, like, I think, as I've said this many times, but like, you know, the speed eating and like overeating as a spectacle is honestly disgusting. It's truly disgusting, and not just from like a what's the word? Not from just a like, I can't think of the word. Like that is repugnant to me. Like it's just gross. It's like I don't want to see someone just like stuff their face like, you know, really really quickly, like with a lot of food. Like that's not. I don't. That is gross to me. But I also think it's sort of like there's a weird like ethical thing like to it, and it's like just I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm aware of that I sound a lot older than I am, but like to me it's just gross. It's like I don't want to see that shit. It's disgusting, man. It really is. It's like you know, just no. I'm just saying, there is a mukbang YouTuber who tortures living sea animals before eating them. Oh, wow. And it has a ton of views and is allowed on YouTube. And she has a ton of supporters. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, like, how the... Like, what... I don't know, man. Why is that allowed? Like, you know? I don't get it. I don't get how that, like, does not... How does that not violate, you know, some rule or law somewhere? Like, I don't know, man. And I gotta say, like, my perspective on that is quite different now that I don't eat meat. So, you know. Okay, here's something, right? So I won't give details on this because you know, this is going to be recorded. But I saw a particular meal that I used to love. Like, literally, I used to eat it every week, right? And I saw it again recently. And my first thought was, that looks like dog food. And it, like, had meat in it. And I remember thinking, like, oh, crap. Yeah, it totally looks like fucking dog food. like, I was like, I'm not eating that again. Like, and, you know, and I knew it wasn't, but, like, you know, it was just like, oh, wow. It's like, I'd never seen it through, like, you know, I'd never seen it from this perspective until then, and it really hit me like, whoa, okay. What's up, EXE? No, I'm not vegan. I just don't eat meat right now. I haven't eaten meat for about 6 months. Yeah, six going on 7 months. And it wasn't through like a it wasn't a like a moral decision or anything like that. It was literally just circumstances. I moved here to this flat. And, you know, the only place near me that sold meat was just really, really expensive. It was far, and like to go anywhere else was really far away. Like, it was really just situational. And I thought, yeah, okay, well, you know, I was like always somewhat self-aware that like a lot of my like eating habits were habitual anyway. And I've really just changed how I eat living here. Like, I don't eat eggs anymore either because they fucking stink. I remember I went like 2 months without having eggs because of this pandemic. People were fucking hoard buying eggs, man. Like, eggs don't stay in date that long. I found that really weird. But, like, you could not find eggs fucking anywhere. And a couple of weeks ago, they came back in stock, and I was like, ooh, eggs. And I had them. Like, had an omelette. It was lovely. It was nice. I enjoyed it. Went in my kitchen 2 hours later, and it fucking stunk. Like, reeked of egg. And I was like, man. It was the same realization I had when I quit smoking. When you walk into a room where people smoke and you're like, fuck me running, this stinks. You don't notice it. Like, when you have it all the time. So yeah, like, I don't eat eggs anymore. I'm like dairy away from being vegan, but come after my fucking dairy. No. I want cream on my cake. I almost said something else then. I'm not picky. It looks like dog shit, but it tastes great. I mean, yeah, as I said, like, I was the same, you know. Yeah, a lot of people can't stand eggs, you know. Except in any form, except chocolate. Amen to that, man. Alright, so, I'll confess, right? I've got a stockpile of these, but I'm very disciplined. So, a shop near me was selling off the Oreo eggs. Like, they're the size of a cream egg, but they're, like, filled with, like, the Oreo filling and biscuit and, like, in chocolate. Oh, God, they're so good, man. Oh, what's up, Sphere? And there was a place near me that had them on offer, 5 for £1. They're usually about, what's this? Yeah, they're usually about, like, best part of £1 each, more or less. And it was funny that, like, they just mischarged me once. Like, they only charged me for 1, even though I bought 5. And there was so many left, so I kept leaving it and leaving it and leaving it. And, like, the boxes just were not going down at the shop. And I thought, okay, right, fuck it. I'm buying, like, 3 quid's worth, right? This will last me months, you know? And they only charged me for 1. So they charged me, like, 40p for, like, 15 of them. And I thought, oh, shit. I could go back and get more. But I was like, no, don't do that. Like, you just eat them all. But, yeah, boiled eggs do smell like ass, yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's because, I think there was a point... I noticed it, oh, crap. I noticed, I wasn't, like, getting back into old habits by any stretch. I was way far away from that. But I did notice, like, I was having a couple of things, like, once or twice a week on stream. And I was just, and I thought, yeah, you're doing that because, like, like, of the situation. I have forgot how to play this game. Like, I'm, like, yeah, go away. Yeah, so I thought, okay, like, rein that shit in. Like, dial that back, man. That's not good. And I'm also trying to sort of semi-prepare for, because once I get back to normal and my normal routine, I'll be able to train again, so I know my appetite is going to go through the fucking roof. Like, right now, I'm not eating much at all, because, I'm still doing stuff at home, but, like, it's, like, you know, the workouts you do at home with no equipment are, like, they're nothing compared to, like, a full weight training, regime or regimen. So, like, I know that once I get back to that, and I get back to walking regularly, like, appetite's going to go up, so, I'll be eating a lot more at that point anyway. Not garbage, but just, I'll just be eating more. The food aspect of, that channel that I'm gonna make is honestly probably gonna take more of a center stage, than training and exercise. Like, I'm, like, definitely the converted. Oh, shit. But I did a whole podcast about how terribly I used to eat. And it's just, you know, you gotta really take ownership of that. It's hard as well. Like, it's not easy. Especially depending on where you work. I feel like the sort of working environment, especially of, like, the modern era, has a lot to blame for that. Because, like, where I work, for example, in the office, there's, like, cake and crisps and sweets, like, you know, pop, like, you know, all the healthy stuff, obviously. Someone is bringing shit in, like, every other week. There's always junk to eat, like, you know, and you know, when you're in an office and that, it's like you sat down, it's the sort of, like, idle hands thing. You're like, oh, okay, you know, I'm just busy sitting at my PC here, like, yeah, you know, I could eat some sweets, I could just have, like, a little bowl of stuff next to me. It's really easy to get into that. And it's not good. We have a restaurant at work, it's nothing but fast food and the portions are huge. Oh, man. That's a shame, because, like, actually having, like, food at work is kind of cool, but it's a shame it's not good food. Yeah, a lot of stuff that I used to kind of... A lot of my habits, I guess, just regarding food have just been completely shattered, like, over the last 6 months. between moving here and like the lockdown and that, it's just yeah, it's just big. A lot has changed on that front, you know. All right, got my hand cannon for you. That was close. I'd say the biggest thing now is especially, I tend to make almost everything. Like, I don't really get, like, pre-packaged stuff anymore. I was working on something, an idea for a video, and it was a way to, like, can you... You know those, like, personality tests you get, where they're like, pick the sentence that best describes you, or, like, pick the reaction that describes you in this situation. Whoa, shit. I was trying to think of doing the same thing to try and highlight like how unhealthy someone might live, and I'm gonna try it on a few people at work. Like, I genuinely am. Let's see. Yeah, me too. I love making food. Like making food, making I find making like snacks really therapeutic. Like, just little snack bars and that. Like, again, if you make them yourself, like, you can make them, like, be really, really healthy and, like, not full of fucking trash. Because, funny, the Aldi near me, yo, did he just fucking B&B me? The Aldi near me, they sell these, oh, what they called? They're like, they're a play on the word naked. It's like N-A-K-D. It's like naked bars. You know, the implication that, oh, there's nothing but good stuff in this. You look at the ingredients, it's like 30% dates, the rest is sugar. Literally, it's all they are. That's all they are. And they're like, best part of £2, like over £2 for a pack of 4. And they're a fucking joke, man. They're this big, literally. They are tiny. Again, I've got rather large hands, but they are about this big. Like, that is not going to satiate you at all. Like, that's not a snack bar. You'd eat the entire pack in one go. But there's about 17 grams of sugar in one of them. And I think, like, why not just... If you wanted to make a snack bar, like, it's not hard. You know, but even if you didn't, like, just get a bag of peanuts or something. Like, just have some peanuts. Like, yeah, but, like, you can't just sit there and eat, like, an entire bag of peanuts in one go. Like, because it's just too much. Like, you know, you get full. Because it's calorie dense. You could eat, like, a little portion of peanuts. But no, like, people will have, like, 2 of those bars... And they're like, oh, that's healthy. It's like, no, it's not. You just ate 38, like, between 38 and 40 sometimes grams of sugar. And you're going to be hungry again in, like, 15 minutes. Like, it's not good for you at all. It's like, I don't know, it sounds like a challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, depending on the size bag, I could probably put away, like, a pretty reasonably sized bag of peanuts in one go. I'm specifically talking about salted peanuts, though, because, again, like, the salt kind of keeps you in check a little bit. It's like, you can't just demolish, like, a huge, great big bag of salted peanuts. Like, you just get too thirsty. And salt as well. Whoa, what the... What? We are getting some... Getting some 50-50s tonight. We're getting some weird shit in this game. Just give me a hand grenade. But yeah, that's something that I didn't really start like really breaking down meals more until oh shit, I need to reload. Until I started training like a lot more seriously. And your body just needs the fuel, you know. The whole like sort of 3 meals a day thing is kind of a bill. You know. Like, smaller more often is, like, a much better way to eat. Like, you know, if you think of a meal as, like, it could be something really simple, like a sandwich and, like, a portion of peanuts. Like, you could have that as a meal, but then you could eat again 2 hours later. Whereas if you have, like, for example, you know, I work in an office, and, like, most people's meals are huge. Like, they're huge, like, really stodgy, like, starch, carb-heavy meals. and then they sit down for another 45 minutes, and then go sit down at their desk for another 4 hours. I think you just ate like a shit fucking ton of energy, and you're not doing anything with it. Like, you know, you're not. You just can imagine like just putting petrol in a car like without ever driving it. It's like it's the same thing. And like duct taping up, like the duct taping up like the fuel port, you know. Oops. What's that missing? Too bad my kids only like spaghetti and pizza, and my wife only eats like yogurt and shit. I mean, I mean, kids. I feel bad for kids, man, because I feel like, when I was at school, for instance, you know, you didn't eat healthily as a kid. Like, you wanted pizza for dinner, like every day. And even someone like me, like I was pretty like introverted. I mean, I still am in a lot of ways, but you know, I spent a lot of time indoors as a kid. But I used to go out and like play. You used to go out and like me and my brother would like go out and climb. We just climb buildings and shit. Super safe. You know, you climb trees and that. Like you'd still go out. Like, you used to run. Like, the pastime at school, when I was at school, was running. It was racing. It was long-distance running. Like, I used to be on the track team for my school. Oh, don't kill me here. So, you were getting, like, a lot more just physical activity. You were burning off that energy. And, you know, when you're a kid, you can get away with it. Like, you just can. You can't eat pizza 3 times a day, you know, in your 30s and expect not expect consequences. You know, kids are extremely resilient. But now, I sound like a fucking 80-year-old, man. But now, it's like, you don't really see kids out playing that much, you know? They're at home on their iPad and shit. You know? It's just the way things have gone. Like, whether it's good or bad, I guess is for history to decide. But fuck, I legit eat that shit. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm not like subtly trying to blow up anyone who eats garbage. I am no one to judge on that. Again, I'll link my podcast for anybody wondering. God, man. I was working that out, you know, after I did the podcast. And I worked out that, like, on average, a typical day at uni, I'd probably consume, like, 300 to 450 grams of sugar a day. I got fucking lucky, man. Some people might feel this is hyperbolic, but I genuinely feel like someone who smoked like 40 cigarettes a day for like 20 years and then just went to the doctor and was like, oh, like, you're totally fine, but you really should fucking stop right now. You know, like, that's how I feel with how I used to eat. Because it wasn't just when I was at uni. Like, I used to eat like garbage from like the age of, well, from year dot basically, you know, until I was like 21, 22 even. So yeah, that's another thing as well that I'm gonna go into on my channel, like cooking time, like meal prepping. Like right now, like for example, right now I won't go into super detail, but I don't need to make food for like the next 8 days. Like, that's how far in advance I meal prep. It's a lot of time, you know, at that one point to prepare that food. But then, you know, like, how long do you save time, like, not having to cook for, like, 8 or 9 days? Like, even if it only takes you 15 minutes to make food, you know, what's 9 times 15? Yeah, 135? That's 2 hours, 15 minutes you've saved throughout that rest of the time. And also, I've found as well, like, when you do meal prep to that extent, you don't eat out of, like, what's the word? Like, you don't eat out of, like, boredom almost. Like, oh man, I'm hungry, but I can't be asked to cook. So, you know, you'll just sort of, like, you'll just have something that's not really beneficial. It's just quick and easy, you know. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up in a minute because it's getting on and I still need to go out. What did you prepare? I made lentils and bean curry, essentially. I want to say stew, but it is more of a curry because I like spicy things. Yeah, basically just lentils, beans, and like just do a really basic like onion and tomato garlic base, and like you can pretty much you can add anything you want to it, and it keeps really well. Just keep it in the fridge, and it's lovely. It's tasty. But yeah, like I mentioned that on, I think it was when I first started streaming here. Actually, it was like my naive hope of this lockdown. It was like maybe it will get people, like, because people are at home more. They've got in theory they would have a little bit more time to prepare food like en masse, and then like you're not caught. I remember in like the first couple of weeks of lockdown. I was actually cooking daily because I had the time, and it was kind of nice to indulge in that a little bit. But then a couple of days I caught myself like I was just having like noodles with cheese on it, and I thought that is not good. Like if I was still at work and I was having to prep meals for the week, there's no way I would eat that for lunch or dinner. I reflected on it. I was like, nah. I was just feeling lazy, and I was like, oh well, this is quick and easy. I'll just do this, And it's not good. It's not good. When I was sick for 3 weeks, I cooked so much food, and it felt so good. That's one consolation of when I'm sick too. Like when I'm ill, God, I'm just a fucking bottomless pit. You can just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Crazy. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up here because I've not got long to head out and sort out some shit. So, day is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Right, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. I might just finish this run tomorrow. This was really fun. It was cool to just have... I might either finish this or do like 100% run on RE2 or something. Just to see what items I've got to play with. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care. Peace.